It's a hey look. It's a hey look. It's a hey.
Oh my God.
Have a little faith.
Ooh.
Let me just
Hey. Ooh.
shut the fuck up, Arthur.
Shut the
Javier, I'm tired of your dumbass beaner singing.
Hey,
And that damn
everybody.
happening over there.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast.
Your name isn't Charles. Don't lie to me. No way your name is Charles.
Your names ain't Charles. It's either Windchucker or
Your name's runs with
Spear
Windchucker is crazy.
or Spear Bull or something like that. Runs with ape or something.
runs with ape.
So, just some clarification while we, as we get started here. We are,
That's crazy.
if
dude.
you're just listening to this episode, you will not notice anything necessarily. We, for the last several in-person recordings, we have gone through like several different camera setups, several different recording styles. Right now we're working with a live switcher. So right now, like, I'm currently in charge of, like, I'm switching the camera angles live so our editing isn't so crazy, because
For
before
sure.
do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Yeah.
Switchers.
Switchers.
Alex, you self-righteous switcher. You switcher.
So, I don't know. It might not. We're figuring this stuff out still.
Yeah.
But it takes some getting used to. Man, I gotta say, it feels weird to be live editing. Like, I'm kind of very aware of it. But whatever.
It's kind of cool, you know. Oh,
It's kind of. You're right there, bud?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. That was an agonizing image of myself.
That's really disturbing.
I felt it in my head and I stopped. I was like, something's happening. Gotta stop.
all right.
So listen, we got a lot. First thing I want to mention. First thing right off the bat. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is back.
Yes.
It's back. I'm very excited.
No,
I'm
no,
stoked.
it's not Marvel's Capcom 2. It's all back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody cared
Nobody
about all
gives
the
a
other
shit about
shit.
any-
Oh,
yeah.
dude, what?
So
Street Fighter?
the only one that I care about is Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter.
Yeah, well,
Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter because they have the hidden characters. They have fucking
it's
they have
Akuma, right?
no. They have evil Sakura or Sakura. They have
she's black?
They have
She's Dominican skin.
kind of yeah. She's pretty dark. They have armored Spider-Man, which is fucking amazing.
Oh, they have the silver armor Spider-Man in that
Yeah.
game? That's cool as
They
shit.
have Mecha Zangief.
I remember Mecha Zangief.
Yeah, and they have something. There's a few of them. There's a few hidden characters in there. I know there's more.
God, I'm so excited.
So they
about
have that, and then
again.
X-Men vs. Street Fighter is cool because it has Cyber Akuma, and you can play as him. You can play as Cyber
Cyber
Akuma.
Akuma was such a stupid character.
It's so cool. What do you mean?
But now I'm a kid. Now I know how to do those combos. Because when I was little, I couldn't do the combos correctly. I'm an adult and I can do them now. So it's
you
going to be
think-
fucking cool.
Now, are they going to keep things broken though? That's the thing.
Oh, they have to.
Because like there are certain characters like Magneto.
Magneto, was Morgan?
Sentinel.
Morgan, Sentinel.
Sentinel is fucking. There's
Captain
some,
Commando.
there's some- oh,
fucking.
Captain Commando. Now, to be fair, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they started modding in a bunch of people because we started to feel like, oh, it's never gonna happen. They're never gonna bring back MVC 2, you know? They're
Yeah.
never gonna do it. So they started modding in. They modded in Captain Commando, Cyclops, and all these other people. And now that this came back, and I feel like they did it because they could have done it already. And I feel like they're like, we're leaving money on the table. Because
That's what happened, literally.
people are
Yeah.
doing all these mods now, and they're like, "Oh, wait, we'll bring it back now. Here's some money. Here, give us some money." And I'm so excited to get destroyed online.
Oh yeah,
because that's what's gonna happen.
Because you think we're real. We're not real. We're gonna be like, oh man, I'm fucking ready to go online. We're gonna play one game and get by them. But you know what? Maybe I'll just play this with my friends.
Yeah, that's literally
Maybe I'll
exactly.
keep this, because that's gonna be me with the new Dragon Ball game. Like I'm gonna play for a while, think I'm good, go online, get molested, and be like, you know what? This is a game for when Chris comes over. I'll play this with Chris. I guess I'm not gonna.
Except we can't do that, really.
We can. I'm fine with being hyperbolic time chamber. I'm okay with that.
So lame. I don't get it.
Because I still have a chance to play with my friends. You know, if people come over, because how about times is gonna be a big enough stage where we can use other characters. Like if someone comes over to play, we'll just play on that map. I get it. It's unfortunate. It's only that map.
I just don't get why you would design a fighting game. Period. Without local play in mind at all. Like that's like a crazy thing to me.
I think they're gonna do it eventually. I'm pretty sure because people are gonna complain too much. They're gonna have to do it eventually. I know it.
I feel like that's kind of the default, though.
I know. I agree.
It's like I don't know. We were just talking about like so we got the switcher, right, and then there's one USB port, and it's a USB-C, and it's like okay, I understand that everybody's using the USB-C now. It's the fastest one right now. But why only one? It's like there's certain things where you're like, just obviously you need more. You need more. You need variety. And then so it's like decisions like that. You're going to make a fighting game and it's like, oh, who the fuck's going to play locally? Like, what do you mean?
I just don't buy the excuse. I don't buy, it's like, well, the hyperbolic time chamber is the only place that we can do it because the destruction is just too much. Like what we're doing with the rest of the game is just too advanced.
I think it's probably true that that's what they do it, but they can always just...
I just don't believe
put a little more time into it and make it better. That's it. Like I feel like that's how they design it with the parameters of that, right? They probably designed it like that.
Right.
But it's not impossible to just be like, just make it a little better.
I guess I just don't believe.
Just make it better.
The thing is, like, it's a cel-shaded fighting game.
Have you seen the gameplay?
I've seen gameplay.
It's a pretty impressive looking game. The destruction's pretty intuitive.
But what I'm saying,
but it's not impossible. I agree.
There's nothing about it. When I'm looking at it, there was like that seems impossible. Like there's literally nothing about it. It looks so. You could run that on a PS2. You could run that on a PS2. Just, I don't know. Literally, just if you literally just pare down, just literally pare it down. That's what they do for split screen in every game. By the way, this isn't just like just for this one do it. Every time you see split screen in any given video game, there is a sacrifice to visual quality there. Always.
Yeah, I agree. But think of a game that comes out of Japan, modern time. It's a split screen game.
Right. No, I understand.
Think of one. They don't.
I understand.
Literally, culturally, they don't do that anymore.
I understand. I guess for me, it's just like it's a fighting game.
It's dumb. I agree. It's stupid that it's not that way. I'm on your team for that. But I just think that they're like, oh, this isn't happening anymore. Because we know how Japan companies are. They won't change their infrastructure of their online systems.
Well, they're all...
Because they're like, why? Why do that? It works fine here. And it's like, yes, but it's not only for you guys.
Right.
We're your largest market, literally.
Well, they don't want to change
an
antisocial. They're an antisocial people anyway.
They don't come over to the top.
But I guess to me, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't... When I look at that game, I understand, like, it's very flashy, but, like, you can literally pare all of that down. And get that running. It is cel shaded. There's no like. It's not like you can see Vegeta's pores.
Even in that, like when you play multiplayer, you just start off like before you had to look for each other in the old ones like 3 and 2. Yeah. You'd have to find your opponent. You know, you don't have to do that anymore.
Right.
You're just in front of each other now. And I'm like, why can't they just make it? They can do it, and it's gonna happen. I'm sure like within the next like DLC or 2 is gonna be like, update.
I guess the thing that I'm looking at is like visuals can be pared down. I'm trying to find like a reason why this can't run on split screen. And I'm like, oh, it's the physics of like the destruction. And I was like, first of all, that's not physics. It's not real. It's all canned animations. And even if it was real physics, those things they don't stay there.
They destroy then they're gone. Literally.
There's no real excuse.
It's not Dragon's Dogma where you got to worry about like a bunch of different like AI or like a Fallout game where like there's like AI interacting with like different behaviors and shit.
Dragon's Dogma leading monsters to cities. I did that shit all the time. And made it everybody else's problem. I was like, hey guys, what's up? There's a dragon on the way, and the dragon would just fly the fuck into the city. And I'm like,
look, the way that I see it is like people managed to find a way to mod split screen into the campaign of Halo Infinite for 4 players. And that's like an open world campaign with like AI interactions and like an actual physics engine to take. So there's
no reason. I'm thinking of every game that I've played, even like with large maps and stuff, and having split screen or something, and the game maybe even looks like shit like EDF or something, and it's not a fucking issue.
Yeah, dude, so I remember like
Elden Ring, you can play the whole game with someone else, literally.
Well, that's online though.
Online, but still, like that whole game renders for 2 people.
I guess for me,
can do that.
But for a single, that would be crazy. That's insane. Like I wouldn't.
Split screen Elden Ring.
Yeah. No one would expect split screen Elden Ring.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man.
It'd be such a terrible time.
It would be really bad. It would be pretty terrible.
Oh shit! The DLC comes out. Well, it'll be out by the time we post this.
That's right.
Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
it'll be out.
Is it tomorrow night?
You guys be buying it right away?
I have it already.
Yeah. Oh, you've already purchased it.
I have it.
I have it in my cart at another website. You just get a little money off. So it's like.
I just bought it on Sony. That's why I prefer playing it on PlayStation than I play on.
Oh, you're playing on console.
The thing is that like my PC, I'm not utilizing it enough because it's such a strong PC. I should just play it on PC.
Yeah, I don't. If you invested so much money into a PC, I don't understand why that wouldn't be priority.
I played BG3 max settings,
of course,
with a ton of mods on it, and it runs like a dream. It's terrifying.
I'm gonna be honest.
How good that game looks when it's max settings. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Look. Anyone, and look. I mean this sincerely. Anyone. I know BG3 came later on Xbox and stuff in there, but what the fuck are you doing? Why would you play that game on consoles? No, like that.
The
I'm
experience
sorry.
on console it still looks good on console. Very good. In
I'm
fact.
sure it does.
But the max settings on PC are wild. They are insane. And I'm like,
just
Jesus.
not. Look, man, I even look. Playing a CRPG on consoles is tough. The fucking set, like the way that you even access like your skills.
It's weird.
It's fucking. It's
because you played on Steam
tedious as
Deck, right?
fuck.
You played a little bit on Steam Deck, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty tedious.
For me, I had to relearn how to play it on Steam Deck because at first you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You know how to move and everything like that. You know how to check your stuff.
Yeah.
But when you activate your abilities, you gotta press the trigger and then go through ability.
You gotta go through the
like,
ability.
and if you don't understand how you're doing that, you're like, I don't know where my basic attack is. How do I hit people?
I had to take a minute, and I don't know what happened, but I kept. I don't know, because every time I would like upgrade my abilities, and it would be like level 4 or 5, whatever. Somehow it would take the place of some of my basic attacks. And I'm like, I have to remap this shit. And I was like, this is, so then I was like, see, the reason why I like playing on a controller is because I can lean back in my chair. I just don't have to be by the keyboard. So I can just lean back and chill. Like, I have to be completely up by the desk if I'm on the mouse and key. And so I'm like, fuck. I have to do it though, because it's just the convenience of having all your skills right in front of your face.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Like it's just that's the one thing. So I would just say, look, I'm the biggest. I was late to the game when it come to like PC gaming because I just didn't want to invest.
Yeah.
And then so now I'm like, oh well, this is my job and shit. I'm surrounded in this stuff. So I recommend everybody now. Now PC gaming is pretty inexpensive comparatively.
Relative, yeah.
I would say now, because pretty much right now I don't have I have a 3060. My graphics card is not super impressive.
I think I have like one. I think I have a 3080 or something.
Just overclock that shit, dude. It's not. Do not. I'm not even buy a new one
at 12 gigs. I have 12 gigs in it. I can play everything at ultra. I can.
Yeah, I made a stupid decision because I didn't understand you can overclock a GPU before you get a new one. My friend was like, why didn't you just overclock your other one? I was like, that would have been fucking smart if I did that. He was like, yeah, dude, next with the because I have a 4080 Super now.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, when that shit starts feeling like it's slow, just overclock it. Don't buy a new one yet. Chill. Like, it's not worth, because God forbid the 50 series is going to be something obscenely priced. So
I just feel like I can't even, at a certain point, I feel like it's like having, your resolution on a TV or something, for example. Like there's some people that are trying to get, they'll try to get like a smaller monitor and they want to get like 4K on it. And I'm saying it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
It is
4K monitors are really stupid in general. I don't.
It just doesn't, first of all, your hertz are really small, or low usually. Usually you can't get more than 60 if you're at a 4K. Mm-hmm. And then also your screen is so small you can't really utilize it. It's if you have a large screen, obviously like now they have 8K TVs now with OLED. And so I'm like, okay, if you're going to do 8K and OLED, your TV needs to be at least 80 inches for it to make any sense.
I have a 4K TV. I have a 4K OLED TV.
Yeah.
And even my TV is obnoxiously good. It's like, this is unnecessary, dude.
Yeah, if you like say, I just bought a 65-incher and that like, it makes sense to be at a higher echelon once you start getting more in that realm. But like say...
It would be like having a 4K PSP. It'd be like, it's just like, there's a certain point of like where the diminishing returns on that are so fucking
it's
insane.
so useless. I had a little TV that was 15 inches maybe. It was supposed to be for an RV. I used to work for an RV dealership, so I stole it. And
I thought, so I stole it.
So here's the cool thing. So I stole it because most of the coaches and the RVs would be rented out during Burning Man.
Right.
And all of these people, they would rent out all these things, and then there was a rent out RV service. They would rent all the shit, and then they would leave a bunch of shit behind. Alcohol, food, items, and then so this thing was not installed into the RV. So it was, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I got a new little thing. I got a little TV. So the cool thing is, I would play like games on it. Right, and it looked beautiful. So you Xbox 360,
because
it's so fucking
it's so
tiny.
small, dude. I remember I have a picture on my Facebook, and it's so funny because I look at it every now and again, or it comes up on my like memories whenever I like make the decision to check those, and it'll be like it's a photo of me playing the Halo Reach beta on like the TV that I had, and it's my hand on the screen. And my hand takes up the entirety of the screen.
Oh shit!
Like it was like I was playing like 360 games.
Yeah.
On like a really small screen, and they looked great.
It looked amazing, right?
I remember it looked great. I rember playing. I remember the first time I used HDMI cables, and I saw the difference, and it hurt my eyes a little bit. I remember like looking at it and being like,
the PS3. I remember blowing my mind
That's
a little
funny.
bit. Like when I saw like Uncharted running on like a PS3. That kind of blew my mind because I was like, "Oh shit, that's insane."
Uncharted one looks so bad compared to 2 already. That's
I know, but like
crazy.
at the time, the fidelity of it, like the sheer like resolution of it, was insane. That's because they were doing Blu-ray and stuff.
Oh right.
So like the PS3 and 360 are so weird because like exclusives on the PS3 looked so good.
Yeah.
But then every other game that was multi-platform on the PS3 looked worse for the 360 because like no one knew how to make games for it.
because they built it for the PlayStation. That's
You know
why.
what blew
Yeah.
my mind at the time when PS3 came out? My mom, she bought Heavenly Sword, and that shit was like when you at the time, I was like, dude, the fucking skin. It's so like you look at it now and it looks goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
They look silly, but like at the time,
I hate that.
that was like, yo, I've never the detail.
There are games from that time though that's still kind of like that Fight Night. Oh my god!
5.
Oh right,
For the
Fight Night-
original 360, I think it was like a launch 360 game, I think,
That
or
game
something
looks
like
good,
that.
So.
That
They
game
look-
looks
they look-
good.
They look a little strange, but they looks good.
Dude,
so.
Fight Night Champion looks fucking amazing.
Which
still,
one is
kind of.
Champions?
Champion, I think, came out in like 2011 or something.
Was that the last one?
It probably, yeah, I think so.
I missed those games, man. They were
They're
so
good.
fucking fun.
They have Undisputed right now. It's in early access. I think it's going to come out
A new
later.
Fight Night?
So
Or
not
it's
Fight Night. It's just called Undisputed. So it's in early access, and it's kind of like this is the thing. This is like the standard right now of a boxing game. So you can fuck around with it now.
Do they still have what are MMA games called again? I forgot what they're called.
What the ones now?
Yeah, what are they called?
They're
Well,
just called UFC and the
the
number.
UFCs. There you go. The UFC.
Yeah,
ones.
UFC. So 5 is out.
Yo, I'm low key excited for Skate because like
Skate's back.
They're working on Skate again,
We got another
which
one.
like I never really got into Skate, but like I remember seeing Skate was like a big machinima game because the ragdolls in that game were so egregious, and the shit that you could do. You could just like run with your skateboard and fall in front of a truck. And it was like the best shit I've ever seen.
I don't feel good about I mean, hopefully they just knock it out of the park, but I feel like it's going to be like Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
they're gone.
When they came back, people
Didn't give a shit.
were nostalgic for it, but they didn't fucking buy it.
The thing about nostalgia is like you think you want that again,
Right.
But you don't.
And I feel the way.
But I feel like Skate. It's been so long since
has.
Skate, and Skate is so. It's not like that. Do you remember that? Oh my god!
What?
Do you remember that Tony Hawk game where they gave you like that Wii Fit board?
Oh my god!
Do you remember what? Do you know what I'm
that
talking
thing
about?
didn't work?
Was it Tony Hawk's? It wasn't
It's
Underground.
called like Tony Hawk Ride or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Underground was Underground.
No,
Underground one.
Yeah, Underground was good,
Underground was
actually.
dope.
One was particularly good.
Yeah, Thug.
2 was
Tony Hawk Underground.
Yes.
That shit
Underground was, I
awesome.
think, the last one I played because
played-
I know
that was
I know there was American Wasteland or something.
That was when
afterward.
like
I played 1 and 2.
that was when the points just got like absurd because you
Yeah.
could do the caveman.
Yes.
Where literally like you would I don't think I ever bailed in that fucking game.
No.
Because you would just if you think you're not gonna land it, you would caveman, land on your feet, and then continue your fucking combo. And I was like,
Okay.
this doesn't make any sense anymore.
something I just realized.
What happened? What did we say?
Because look, we got here pretty early to the like we started recording this episode a lot later than we anticipated because we were trying to figure out this like switcher situation. Sweeney, us.
Yeah.
But in the heat of that, I totally forgot the iPad with the questions on it. So I'm gonna
you gotta get.
I'm gonna go run and grab that. So the video will be stuck for a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, yeah,
I'll be right back.
we'll have sex for a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just not the I'm the pitcher though. I gotta be the pitcher. I'm definitely not catching. I'm down to be gay as long as I'm not catching, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
it.
you have to at some point.
Nah, dude, I'm a selfish lover, bro. I've never eaten a girl out once in my life, bro. Never once. Never once, bro. I don't get that. I refuse. That's just disgusting. I'm Jamaican. What do you mean? It's absolutely disgusting. I would never put my face in a vagina.
Come on, bro.
Never once.
I don't believe you for a second.
No, you shouldn't. You
I was like, that's so crazy.
Never
That's
once,
insane.
bro.
That is insane thing.
You cannot keep a woman in the modern world. You cannot keep a woman if you don't do that because someone will do it and she'll agree.
Look, man, I'm be honest. I'm a slight germaphobe. So I'm not really like I could do it way more, but I have a little bit of just a little bit. I'm not like Howie Mandel. You know, you hear that guy's like a huge germaphobe.
Howie Mandel does himself in bleach after he talks to people. He dips himself in a bleach vat.
Like a drum.
Not for a long time, but like he gets submerged in it and then they pull him out.
That's crazy.
As soon as it burns, like, all right, get him out.
He doesn't even put on goggles or nothing. His eyes are wide open.
Mouth open. Get him out. And he's
I'm clean now.
and they do the spray and they sterilize it. He just on the floor. I'm clean.
That's why he can only do the podcast now because he needs to recover for so many days.
His eyes are milky colored. That's how fucking
disgusting.
damaged he is. It's a nice milky fucking cremita color.
So, but okay. Let me. I just want to say because I know somebody's gonna be like, "Wait, if you're a germaphobe, well, how do you like make out and stuff like that?" Like, I'm also not like I feel. Look at if mouthwash hasn't been used like minutes before, there's a 10% of me that feels a little gross. Like, because
I just don't.
You don't do any of that.
I just don't like women. I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, like I wouldn't even hesitate if it was a dude.
For a dude, I'm fucking in there, dude. And they're like somewhere.
He just going
this fucking spinning him in the air and shit like that.
Like that. This motherfucker didn't shower all day, and
I'm excited. That's better, dude. The post sweat dick, bro.
The post sweat dick.
The post workout cock is best, bro. It's best.
Okay.
Wait, what?
You got to show the camera. You got to
wait, it'd be easier to do this one, I think. I drew a little Squirtle. It's too.
Oh yeah,
Does he look like that?
What do you mean? What's wrong?
What's wrong with him?
It's a little Squirtle.
That's Squaddle.
That's fucking. Yeah. That's.
So we had
Hurdle.
we had a bet on sacred symbols, right? Where like we were betting on like what would like random things about the Xbox showcase and Summer Games Fest in general. Like how many times would this person show up? How long would Kojima be up on stage for 5 minutes?
Oh yeah.
Like things like that. And the losers had to draw fan art of the winner and post like a sincere like, oh, what a great person this guy is on their Instagrams and a story or whatever. And Colin won. This is not the fan art of Colin, but I made it.
Why does he look like that? Why does he look like he's trying to fuck your ass?
Please let me see this.
He looks like he's
Why did you draw him like that?
He looks like he's like trying to seduce you so hard.
He looks like sex, like he has some sort of sexual desire he's not willing to tell you yet.
I feel like
He's like,
I feel like it came out pretty good. I tried to make him look like withered by time and stress, but like,
yeah, he looks a little washed out, but he looks good. It looks good. I can tell that it's Colin for sure.
Right. I give him pink shoes, and I have him holding a PS Vita like it's a specimen.
Like it's a vial of cum.
I'm really happy with it. but
A vial of cum.
Yeah, I
a
don't know.
vial.
Do they have come in vial? Like, I guess when you go to sperm bank, right? You put it in a vial, right?
I think you put it in not a vial, but what do they call those things? The test cups? I think I'm sure it's in
the idea of coming back one of those full is crazy. Like, you go in there for 3 minutes, you come
Dude,
back out.
you fucking
and it's
see you
full.
gooned you gooned all night, right? You were fucking like just completely edging. And you're like, so you're on the way there, you're still gooning.
You're feeding it a little bit.
And then you fucking then you fucking go. And I bet you can fill up at least like a quarter of it easily.
The idea of people edging for hours is crazy.
I don't understand unless you're like a you know how those what was it called? Chatterbait.
Right.
You know, like that. Like if you're one of those
That's your
people,
job?
that's it. Other than that, how do you have time? Like if you have a job, possibly a significant other, then there's people out there. There's no shot you have a chance to edge. You're like, you don't have
Honey,
time.
get out the room. I'm edging. That's a crazy thing. That's almost breakup levels of conversation.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I'm edging, honey. You gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here.
I wanna edge and goon all night. Doo doo doo.
Speaking of that,
What?
that is funny that you said that. So that is my what my drop today actually.
Is that really?
Yeah, literally.
That exact.
So it's not.
Lyrics?
No, it's not the
Oh.
same. No. It's
That
not
song, though.
It's not this. It's this. It's the
like-
song. This is the next one. It's so. I have had this one in my back chamber for a long time because I was like, I don't have time. I don't have time to do anything clever. So it's just I want to fuck my bros all night because I am very gay. That's it.
That's good. Perfect. That's all
Wanna
it needs
fuck
to
My
be.
bros all night. It sounds good too. Like you just do gang vocals, and then like at one point,
Oh yeah,
all
like
the
a chor-
guitars
like a
go
chorus
out,
almost.
and then it's just the drums, and they're still doing it. So it's fucking sounds amazing. It's so stupid.
Dude, I was looking at I don't even know how I got there, but like your stuff came up, like one of your gay songs or whatever on YouTube, the shorts.
Oh.
I was like, those things are fucking huge.
They-
like, it was like one of them had like 744,000 or something.
Something like that. Like one of the
insane.
Metallica ones has like over 1 million, and I've gained like 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers because of that. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like my channel was completely dead, and then it was to the point where the sponsors, they were tricked because they were like, hey, we want to, they saw that my shit was like spiking. Hey, let's work again. Because I guess they're just looking algorithmically at shit like that, who they used to work with.
Right.
Because like one of them hadn't fucked with me in like over a year. And then
Right.
they just out of nowhere, and I was like, all right, guys, I'll take your money, but I'm going to post a regular video, and that shit ain't even going to break 10K. So I was like, I'll take your money. I don't give a fuck. And I felt a little bad, but
No, you shouldn't. They're companies. But
no, you're right. Actually, you're absolutely right about
have you made a gay version of Master of Puppets?
that. Yes. So I did that right after.
If the question is, have you made a gay version of blank? The answer is yes.
Have you done Remove the Bell Tolls?
No, because
I want to make a racist one of that because I feel like it works better for racists
See,
than gay.
the problem with
for whom's the knees grow.
That's so dumb. That's so
Fucking
stupid.
funny. I think that's so. I've been saying it forever,
should be
but I
like,
think it's
Kings,
funny.
that is-
Shouldn't it be something like I hate the Negroes?
I hate the Negroes.
I hate
They
the Negroes.
do crimes.
That is so
I
insane.
want them gone. I hate the Negroes.
It's not even like
I
there's
want them gone.
there's no poetry in it at all. It's literally it's just it's a description of what I want. That's it. It's a Christmas list.
I fucking love that song.
It's a good song, but the problem that I run into with some of them is that there's not enough lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, one of the reasons why the
Yeah,
backcountry one,
there's a lot of guitar solos.
it's
for
way
them.
too much like he barely says anything in that fucking song. The reason why the backcountry one works so well is because the chorus is just filled with lyrics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like, can you help me, na, 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 and it's just keep.
Oh, yeah, that's a great- I love it.
So
You know what's funny? That's I'm sure I've heard that song before, but not cognizantly. So that's like my first introduction really to that song.
That is crazy. It's insane how much of that, because I'm not a metal person really,
Right.
But I know so much Metallica, and I don't know where the fuck I learned it from. I think it was simply as a Guitar Hero. I think it was Guitar Hero like 1 and 2, where I
Probably.
heard so much of their music. Because I was like, I'm not a metal, because my metal information is literally like Metallica and Mastodon. That's
Mastodon,
like it.
yeah.
And every now and then like something sprinkled in the middle of it. But like I know so much Metallica, and I'm like, why do I know this song? And Lily's like, why do you know that song? I'm like, I don't know. No one in my family listens to fucking metal, really. It was just me like looking at AMVs, and I guess it showed up during AMV.
That makes sense. Mastodon's an interesting one because that's one of those bands that if you're not really into the metal genre, like they must have been a little bit. I wouldn't expect you to stumble upon them.
I know them because I know there's a second, like I think one of the leaders of the group is in another group as well.
I know he's in a super group.
I think that's super group. I know about them, and I found out about because I wrestled a bear once. I know about that group, but I don't know if they're technically metal. I think they're more like punk.
They're metal, but they're like, you would call them kind of like, because they have a little bit of that screamo-ness to them, but then they're also, you would call them kind of like almost
hardcore,
even
right?
Yeah, they have hardcore elements for sure, but there was kind of like a chaos to them, like where you would call it like mathy, like some people call it math metal.
And then there was another group. The lead singer's a girl. I forgot her name.
Whatever.
I forgot the lead singer's a girl, and I remember them from.
So the original singer, I don't know what the fuck she's up to, but then Courtney. She was took over for I Wrestled Bear once, but then now she's in Spirit Box.
There you go, Spirit Box. That's the other band I know.
Spirit Box. That's the only one. That's one that's seeped into my.
Yeah, they've fucking blown the fuck up. But like,
really, they gotten really popular.
They're huge,
dude.
now.
I was in them in like 2008, which is crazy. Well, maybe not 2008. Maybe like 2010,
something like
2010. And I was in them, and I was like.
Were probably, I forgot exactly.
I wrestled a bear once back then, and then they probably turned to Spirit Box later on.
Well, it's a completely different band, but it's just Courtney went from that band to Spirit Box, and Spirit Box is. I feel like they've done just a great job just checking all the boxes of like what people want to hear, and that's kind of like I even thought to myself because I'm like, damn, I should just make music like that and find some bitch. You know, I've actually, to be honest, I've been wanting to get a fucking slut singer for a while.
A slut singer? Yeah. What do you mean? Wait a minute. What the fuck?
I'm just being misogynist as fuck. That's all.
Did you just mean a female?
Just a female vocalist.
Female vocalist, and you were like a slut singer.
Yeah.
That is wild. That is so bananas.
I mean, look.
But what?
Bananas.
Bananas. I've actually wanted, for a while, I've wanted one. 2007 was the first time that I was like, basically when Riot came out from Paramore, and I was like, bro, I gotta capitalize on this shit. And we actually tried out, I was jamming with some of my boys, and we tried out this one girl, and then it was fucked up. My friend
gangbanged her, of course.
My friend, no. My friend betrayed me. He betrayed me. He was like, I don't give a. If you don't want to jam with me, I don't give a shit. Why would I want anybody? Imagine having somebody a part of your band, your music project, and they weren't really feeling it, and like you're like, no, keep going. Like, no.
You stay here.
My friend he didn't want to like tell me that. He's like, hey, I found a different band. He wanted like a rockabilly band, and he wanted to focus on that. He put together a project. And then he was too scared to tell me, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? What are you talking?" Like, just it was to the point where I was excited for him, and they needed a drummer, so I started drumming for them. But at the time, why he betrayed me, I say, is we tried out this one girl singer. He found her, but then I was like, "Hey, what happened to her?" Like, she tried out, and then I was like, "Reach out to her, so we want to like have her come over again." And then he was like, "Oh, she actually doesn't want to do it anymore." I was like, "What? Did she give a reason?" He was like, "She just said no." Later to find out that, since
he fucked up,
he literally just didn't call her back and didn't want to, because he didn't want to go forward with the band, so he kind of sabotaged me having that girl in the band. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
That bands sound like nightmares, bro. With shit like that, with just going wrong, and it's like,
It is a fucking mess, man. I've played with so many insane people. People that are just, they're like this one guy that he literally would just, like, if you looked at his eyes, there was just pussy in the irises, because all he cared about was getting women. He didn't care about anything else. There was no the music. I don't think he would have cared what the genre was. He was just in it to like get pussy, and it was like, God damn, bro, like just playing with people. So that's why, like, I was actually thinking about the next. So I have a project that I'm working on, but I want to do I want to do two projects simultaneously. One I want to do. So Chris and I did a kind of punk hardcore song last year, and I love that genre. It's easy, it's fun, it's fast, and I was like, this would do well. And so that
was a fun one.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I haven't talked to you about it yet, but I'm like, just write a bunch of shit, throw some maybe little 4-track EP together. Maybe I think see what I literally this is the first time I'm talking about it.
Is making a resurgence again.
I'm so happy about that.
I hate it because that era makes me upset.
I don't know why it does. It's fun.
I never liked that kind of music.
You're talking about pop punk?
Yeah,
pop punk. I like Paramore. Don't get me wrong. I've always liked Paramore because I thought Haley Williams was cute ever since I was a kid. So that's why I like Paramore, and also like a girl I like exposed me to Paramore. So I was like, oh, this is fun. I like Green Day, of course, obviously, because I'm fucking born when I was born. But I didn't like the frequency of pop punk, how it was so dominant from like 2003 to 2010.
There's a lot of shit.
It was super dominant.
There's a lot of garbage within it, right? But
yeah, I would say
that's every genre of music though. That's not exclusive to pop punk at all. That's not the. That's not.
It's how I felt about like specifically rap around 05. Like 06.
Oh, that was the dark era of rap.
It's getting really kind of annoying.
It was just all the southern shit.
Yeah, it was really, really like. Don't get me wrong. I think some of the best rappers come from the South. Objectively, we got like Jid. We got fucking we got Earth Gang. We got Andre 3000. We got fucking Pimp C and all them. They're fantastic artists, you know.
Yeah.
But the shit that was getting played, Hurricane Chris. You know, fucking.
Oh my god!
I wish that nigga would have sank in Louisiana.
You just flooded my memory.
He's back.
I forgot about that guy.
Oh no, the right there asshole.
Oh no,
that's Chingy. That's Chingy.
Are you
Hurricane
sure?
Chris is Hurricane Chris is
which one is he?
Hurricane Chris is Wait,
no,
I gotta remember. It's almost
it's
there.
Something
I'm so close. Wait.
Chingy is right there, right? You like the way you do it right there.
Let me see. Hurricane Chris.
What did he do? He did something stupid.
You're gonna hear it. I'm gonna.
He did something stupid, and like my mind blocked it.
I'm not.
My mind blocked it because, like, I was like, "Wait a minute." No, I remember right there was annoying, but
He's 35 now. That's fucking crazy.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, because he was young when he came out. Her and Chris.
Hey baby.
That's it. That's it.
Hated that.
Hey baby. Hey baby. Hey baby.
Something.
Baby.
Hey baby. White folks, gangsters, and the thugs. Hey baby. Oh my god. Forgot about that.
Why'd you do that, Hurricane Chris? That was 07. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, that didn't stick though. At least that didn't stick.
Yeah,
it did for a bit.
But that's what happens when like some genres just sometimes they get oversaturated, and then like the kind of the worst shit goes to the top. Really, or not the worst shit, but like just like the most,
not the best,
the least interesting.
Yeah. Like there was that whole era of it was because of Soulja Boy. It was like, oh, we're gonna do dancing. So basically, it's not about anything other than creating some type of dance behind it.
Go viral,
and then it started getting so fucking absurd to the point where, to me, it peaked at Cat Daddy. If you remember the Cat Daddy,
yeah,
call me SpongeBob, stacking Krabby Patties, something. Give me the Cat Daddy, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't listen.
That was dark future hip hop though. It was to the point that like when Kendrick and people like came, when Kendrick and Cole and like because it was that era for a while, and then what happened is that Tyler showed up, Kendrick Lamar showed up, Earl Sweatshirt, J. Cole, Big Sean, people that could actually rap again.
Yeah.
Reemerged out the water.
Yeah.
And we were like, thank you, God. Thank you so much.
That's the
ebb and flow, because they had that, and then like they had that era of music, and then it lasted like maybe like 2015, like a lot of really, well, maybe 2010, then they got the trap rappers, like Future showed up, who I fucking adore. I love Future, but people don't know.
I'm half and half with Future. I like some of his stuff.
I think he's a genius, bro.
I hear people say he's a genius a lot of times. I don't agree.
I think it's because of the fact that he brought that genre of music to the forefront where it was.
But is he a genius, or was he just a fucking guy on lean? You know
what's crazy?
Like,
you know what's really crazy? You know what's really crazy? He admitted that he doesn't really fuck with like anything other than like smoking weed that much.
Well, whatever.
It was just simply the idea that was the culture around him, so he made music like that. It's really fucked up.
Okay, whatever.
Because I tried lean because of Future. Very likely.
That's so fucking
very
funny.
likely because the music he would rap about when I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, dude, this is fucking something. Smoke a blunt, drink some lean, and I would become a vegetable, and I'd be like, I don't want to do this no more.
Oh my God.
And I'd wake up out myself.
So are you telling me
you're like the stereotype of like what the news would scare people about?
Yeah.
Like your kid's just gonna drink lean because he heard it in a song.
Yeah.
So insane.
That's what people were doing. People were drinking lean. If you were smoking weed at the time in 2010, if you were like really smoking weed, people were drinking lean. And
no, but
like
how
that.
suggestible do you have to be to do that?
Yeah.
Well, that was like hip hop culture. If you're really around that shit, very likely you would probably end up trying it.
I hated
That's
that
such
shit.
a shame, man.
It's terrible.
I hated that.
It's terrible. Don't get me wrong. Like I did it like maybe twice, and I was like,
That's
I don't
crazy.
like how when I do this, I can't move.
But you're telling me you're telling me he wasn't in the league. Are you
He
telling
might
me
have done it before, but that wasn't really.
Are
His,
you telling me when he made that Tony Montana shit, he wasn't high out of his fucking mind?
he was probably high. He probably wasn't fucking sipping
Okay,
and blowing coke at the same time. He was probably just like smoking weed. Maybe his homies were sipping some lean. He was like, this would be a good idea. Let's
Dude.
talk about this and how we use this shit.
That shit, he's like,
That's not how he
he's
talks.
slapping women as he's talking. He's just
He doesn't slap women. He just doesn't respect them. It's a difference.
I'm sure he hits
He
them behind the
wouldn't
scenes.
touch them. He wouldn't touch them with his bare
So he
hands.
won't even
He would hire someone else to slap them.
He
Like,
won't even touch
like,
them.
go over there and go slap the fuck out of this bitch for me, man.
Yeah, look, man, I like some of his shit, but I'll say that okay, so that song that he did with Kendrick that started the whole fucking beef.
Yeah.
Like it was that
Like
that Barry White beat, right? Barry White was his name, right? Am I right on the? I hate on the fly. Sometimes
What's
I'm
his
like,
name? Wait, Barry.
It's Barry White, right? He's
the original beat. Yes.
he's the big black soulful dude, right? Am I saying the right guy?
Not Barry White.
I feel like on the fly, I get
dude.
like.
Not Barry White. Barry White's a white man.
Are you sure?
I think Barry White's a
Yeah,
white
Barry
man.
White is the Barry White is like that old. He would write like the sensual kind of like
Yeah.
love ballads.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Barry White?
okay.
Oh no, I'm wrong. Am I bad? I thought Barry White was a white man.
It just for some reason,
Oh, yeah.
for
Wait,
some
what?
reason on the fly, I get like kind of like, oh no, is that right? I feel like
You're a human. You're being recorded, and you know that it's kind
and
of.
it's like because it's like it's too on the fly.
Yeah, his name was just Barry White.
Barry White, but yeah, the soulful. Oh my darling, so we had that beat.
There's Barry White.
Dun, dun.
There's Barry White, and then there's Jack Black.
Oh my god! And they're inverse.
Oh
Yeah.
God, Jack
They're
Black.
actual palette swaps of each other.
Did you see that by the way? How like
Yes.
What?
You're gonna talk about
because Jack Black endorsed Biden because like whatever, of course,
Because, of course.
he's a fucking Hollywood person. Like why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And then so everybody was like pretending like suddenly he's cringe. Like suddenly Jack Black being the way Jack Black has always been is now like a bad thing.
yeah.
All of us overnight.
Jack
Sure.
Black has always had cringe energy, but
That's
in the funniest
his persona.
way.
That is persona.
And the most fun. Have y'all seen Nacho Libre? That
Jack
movie
Black-
is literally cringe to the point it's funny.
Yeah.
That Jack Black is he's so free.
Yeah.
From like he really does not care, and that to me is like that transcends. It is cringe, but it's like beyond it to the point where it's like I'm genuinely jealous of that.
Yeah.
like that he could give that less of a fuck about like
he's just trying to have fun.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
cringe, but it's genuine. That's what
it's cringe in the way that like children kind of are cringe. You know what I mean? Where it's
Yeah,
like
they're
but
having fun.
it's authentic. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing when people are just being themselves. Like I don't care like how like I see things like huge dorks. Like I'll go. My friend, he's the manager at a comic shop, and there was a dude that came in the store. One of his friends that plays Warhammer, and he's wearing like the Jet Li's Unleashed collar. Like, and I'm like, that is
Fire.
The fucking
That's sick.
Fire.
is like, but he unapologetically doesn't give a fuck. Like, because most people would just laugh at him, like this nigga's wearing a collar.
For me,
but I'm like, I respect that.
I'm very close to that level of like, I really like what I like. It's really hard for people to be like, oh, that's dumb what you like.
Yeah.
For me, I really like anime. I used to love anime. I think anime as a genre, because of the way modern kids digest it, is so unbelievably cringe.
It's hard to.
It's hard to like it for me.
It's
now,
hard
like,
to be
genuinely.
a big. It's hard for me to dive deeper into it because, like, where I just lived with the people I lived with in Vegas, they were all they did was watch anime. Dude, his son, they were just watching, and it just made me hate it even more. it made like it was like to the point where I can't. It's really it's honestly it's mainly the women. It's their voices. It's mainly that shit. There's something about
we were
it.
talking about it in the last episode.
Did we?
Yeah, a little bit about like how it was. I think,
you're right.
Because I said something about like it would be like watching Breaking Bad, but like if the main characters had like SpongeBob's voice.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
For me, it's characterization of women, bro. It's like they. I feel like anime say like, this woman character can do this, and then you see them and they don't do anything other than just be a damsel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do you have them in there then?
That's why I like
Just make them shit if they're gonna be shit. Don't lie to me about
How
it.
funny is that the animes that I've gravitated towards have like strong women in them. Like so, I was Attack on Titan,
No such thing.
Full Metal Alchemist,
Because that's
like
cool.
fucking the Armstrong, like the
My queen.
Oh yeah,
bro.
she's fucking
Olivier. I would kill a grown man to sleep with Olivier. I would slaughter one of them.
Who is that?
She's a pink
She's
lip
a
bad bitch.
bad bitch,
A
dude.
bad bitch. With
Where?
pink
From
lip.
what?
From Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh.
She's Louis. Not Louis. Wow.
Louis Armstrong.
She's Captain Armstrong's little sister.
She's Louis.
And she'd fuck him up, and he's a wall of a man.
Yeah,
and she would beat the fuck out of him, dude.
He is afraid of her. This guy is a wall, but like she is way more
When they had their
dominant.
scrap for who was gonna take over the family, and she beat his ass, and he's like, "Please help me, mom and dad." And they were like, "Nah, you got it. You're sure strong."
Yeah. Dude, speaking of Louis Armstrong, did you see what we got tagged in on Twitter?
Help.
It was like,
Oh, was it that thing that I was talking about? Because I was talking about it in the episode. Like, I swear I've seen like a thing of him on the moon.
on the moon.
asking
Yeah,
for
so
help.
that was it.
If
That-
there's no oxygen on the moon, how did Louis Armstrong get there?
yeah, that's dude.
I'm on the moon.
On the moon, he's like, help.
Help.
That's right. That shit is the guy that was doing the voice too. He's kind of breaking character. You hear him laughing a little bit.
There's nothing funny than people breaking character.
I love
dude.
that.
It's great.
There's another one that it's way worse than this one, but the guy's just saying balls in my jaws. That's all he's saying in the loop. Balls in my jaws. Over and over.
Yeah,
balls in my jaws. And then he starts
Balls in my jaws.
starts breaking character.
Balls in my jaws.
I think that kind of content would be
And I
really
say
fun.
to myself,
Balls in my jaws.
We should make content like that. I think that's what really is funny. I don't care about hitting the algorithm for people to laugh. I think the idea of making shit that's so stupid that every time I watch it I can laugh would be more of a better thing now.
Yeah.
well, dude, that's how I
That's
felt
what the
about.
podcast feels like now. It's like I don't really give a fuck about like if people laugh at it anymore because we're laughing so
Right,
much.
yeah.
I mean, look, I know I hate talking positively about anything that I'm involved in, but I know, like, say, watching this shit back and like some of the clips that we've seen, I'm like, okay, this is fucking fire. like it's
fun.
It's fun as fuck. Like, we're having fun. Obviously, being in now that we're here, this is great. And I listen to a lot of podcasts. I feel like, there's a lot of people that don't like Come Town, right?
Just the middle finger. Ow.
Great. Excellent. Look, I want to switch it up a little bit because I know people I had no plans on bringing this up.
Okay.
But then it got all the way up to Philip DeFranco and shit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so there's a huge, because people would be like a little weird that we didn't bring this up at all, like in the commentary community. Somebody has been recently exposed for being a piece of
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Did you see that?
Dude.
Did you see that?
I commented on our episode with him, and I was like, Lamau.
So what's really funny is that a few years before, I guess we've met him a few times.
We've met ImAllexx.
and he was
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
each time. He was a very cool chap
Yeah, it was
each
fine.
time, dude.
Oh yeah, like, but see, that's kind of the problem though, right? That you don't know you don't know what the hell they're doing behind the scenes. I've met, it's like, and I'm not comparing ImAllexx to fucking damn it, who's Ted Bundy? But my
yeah.
point is, I'm not
Yeah,
comparing the
okay.
two. But my point is that
You are, but you're not saying
I'm
they're
not
the
at
same.
all. All
You're
I'm
not
saying is
conflating
this is
them.
not a one-to-one comparison
There
at
you go.
all.
There you
this
go.
is clearly just me saying, look at how fucking evil that piece of shit was. But everyone
crazy.
that met him was like, this guy rules.
When we're like, let's
Even-
fuck him.
dude,
I want to fuck him so
Even
bad.
the
And it was
judge
just-
that like sentenced him to death or whatever was like, man, I wish you went a different way in life, bro. You would have been.
ImAllexx got sentenced to death?
Stop.
Can you imagine? So what you saw the clip of?
I did. I saw.
He was wilding. He
I
was
saw-
bugging, bro.
Fucking was seething.
I saw a clip of him going like,
seething.
which is crazy.
That's that European anger, bro.
That's that fucking-
European. I was like,
I was like, oh man, that is now look at man.
That's like anger that I feel at like raids. In like
That was-
Destiny. Like
that
I've
was-
never felt that kind of anger towards a person ever in my life.
That's the kind of anger that's why that me and Derek are here. That's that kind of anger that is just like, Oh, yep, that genetic memory. My great-great-great-grandfather saw that and it was like,
Get on the fucking boat.
I'll just get on the boat.
Get on the
Wait.
I'll just get on the boat. Whoa.
Get on the fucking
Now, hold on there, white fella.
That's the reason why my last name is Jameson.
They didn't even like look. We're like on Africa. I'm like they don't even understand what they're saying. Hey, get on the boat. You know they're looking around like
they're fucking dancing and shit, playing hopscotch with monkeys.
Get on the
He
fucking.
cracks it on the air, not even on a person, and we're like, whoa!
He's not even holding a whip.
He's cracking nothing.
How would you feel
It's like
actually?
spectral. It's manifesting spectrally.
How would you feel if he just his fist?
At that point, yeah, you're definitely getting on the boat. You're like, all right,
yeah.
all right, I'm all right. All right, see, you did it.
They do. That's a real language.
Look, man.
It is.
It is a real language.
Look, man.
For people that speak I think South Africans, there's a click in their native tongue.
There's some clicking going on. I know.
It's not only.
It's in the same vein as you ever see. Look, man, I can't help but laugh with culturally Indians. They're agreeable fucking Bob. That shit is wild, dude.
I was around Indians so much growing up. I started doing that. I was like, no, I don't really want to do that.
And I was just like, I don't want to. You think they're good at like sucking dick? They're just like, all right.
I can say personally, some of them are. I can say that personally.
Hey.
It's true of everything. That's
No, it's not true. That's not true.
it is.
Not a single Tibetan is gonna suck a dick. I'll put that on my life. I'll put that on my fucking soul. I'll put that on my fucking soul.
That is such a crazy.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So
All right.
That's
So
a wild.
well, anyway,
yeah,
back to it.
back to
Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw the clips were making me laugh so hard,
Dude.
because it's just like
He was just
I'll
upset.
beat you over the head with a fucking brick.
the
And
shit
I'm just
that
like,
he's saying in his
with a brick.
posh ass fucking accent.
it's so you can't. I'm sorry, Alex. You can't. I'm sorry, but like, you're not physically intimidating enough to say that
Not even a little bit.
Look, I don't look
to another human being, even a woman, quite frankly.
It was
Like-
pretty bad, that shit, man.
Of
You know
course.
me, I'm a guy that I'm a second chance kind of fella, you know. Like I'm like, hey, you know, people fuck up and they have the right to at least try to do better, you know. We don't know his title, you know, people aren't their worst moments exactly either, you know. That's another thing that the internet doesn't really understand. People have moments where they fuck up and they say dumb shit. I've done dumb shit plenty of times in my life.
I guess to me the distinction is like, dude, like I understand fucking up or like being confused or like I understand all that stuff, but I can't even imagine what would compel me to say that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's how are you going to say that to another person?
Even when I get mad, like even when I get really angry, 'cause, you know, obviously we all understand that people that love you love the most can get you the angriest. That's a real thing in the world, you know. Like,
Well, you're around them the most.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I get really mad at Lily, I'm always like, I want to kick you. I want to give you a kick in the leg and walk away.
Yeah.
I would never be like, I want to bash your. That is a threat that you can't stay with someone after they say that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you cannot stay with them. That's like it's not a safe place no more. You're like, all right, you're gonna go your way. I'm gonna go my way because I'm afraid.
Look, I'm be real. I've never and if there's any secret footage of me, I feel 1,000% confident that it's all milquetoast.
yeah.
You know, because I've never risen to. Sometimes I've been mad that like even the mild level that I raised to was apparently intimidating, and I'm like, yo. You should feel so fucking lucky that I've never done anything remotely close to like an ImAllexx thing. I've never done anything remotely even close to getting that level of like, I've never even screamed to where my voice was hoarse. I've never done that.
I've definitely yelled at Lily before, but like she doesn't take my yelling seriously. She knows
I've
I'm not a threatening person.
actually
Been
genuinely,
high,
I
but-
think I've only raised my voice in a relationship genuinely one time.
One time, I've done it,
And it was like a quick spike.
Yeah, I've justifiably dude. This was the dumbest thing, and I'm putting JoJo on blast. This was so stupid. So my allergies are pretty bad, and I bought this new. It was a scented thing that we put in the wash, but it's just too concentrated and it fucks with me. And so she was washing her like bras or whatever the fuck. and like it had some of that on there, and she was hanging it up, and I could smell it, and I was like, "Fuck, that's like really bad." And I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go hang them up in the bathroom or whatever because it's just too." And she was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "I used only the scented thing, the unscented wash." And I'm like, "No, I can smell the scent of that thing on them, and it's bothering me." And it to a point where she was like trying to gaslight me. That I'm like, are you telling me that my fucking nose is broken? It was so absurd to me that I'm like, all right, I'm dropping this, whatever. And then later on, she was like, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I forgot that I put that shit on there. And I'm like, and I was like, at that point, I was like about to turn into Alex, but I'm kidding. No. But look, it was one of those things that
I just really can't imagine.
It's
like
an honest mistake, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things that like. I have moments, even in moments where I know I'm 100% right, I still don't go crazy. And one thing I don't do, and I'll tell you this, and I would advise everybody to do it, don't fucking gloat. If you, unless you're playing a game where you're expected, there's insult to injury, there's spoils. But if you're like right in a conversation,
kind of,
there is no reason to, like, you've already won. There's no reason to rub it in.
Wait, was he? I didn't see all of it.
No. I'm just saying, like, say...
Oh, in your situation.
In a situation like that. Like, I know this motherfucker obviously disagrees, but I just feel
I don't gloat at all. I try to end it. I try to stop.
Well, see, then you're on my fucking...
Well,
you're on my
What
side.
happens is, like...
Then why were you shaking your head? Wait, why were you shaking your head?
I gloat a little bit.
Of course you do.
I gloat a little bit.
Of course you do. I've known you for fucking over a decade. Of course you gloat.
Only a little bit.
Start flexing and shit.
Well, the situation happens is like I'm so often. It is unfortunate, but I am so often casually correct about things that people are viscerally opposed to me on.
Yeah,
and then eventually it'll come around. And I'll be like, yeah, I will gloat. I'll be like, yeah, it's not like I'm.
Yeah,
correct almost every single time about this.
Look,
it's like I'm literally better than you.
I say that because I know
it's more of a joke than anything. I'm not super serious about it, but I will.
People kind of look at people. I say that because I know people do that a lot of times on average, where they kind of want to be like, yeah, vindication. They're like,
right,
see, motherfucker.
I try to remind people that I'm correct.
So you gloat. That's literally gloating.
Like it's to the point where like the reason why, like there's also a culture online. That if you're wrong,
that's all online culture.
But like, say if you're wrong about something, let's say I have no being wrong is being human, right?
Right.
But for some reason online, it's almost like that doesn't exist. Where if you're wrong about something or you make a mistake, they have to point it out. Where it's like, my guy, just let it. Like if it was a consistent mistake that keeps happening, then you bring it up. Like, hey, this keeps happening. Yeah. But if you make like imagine the amount of times I've misspoken about some shit. Like fucking, you can't count it.
It's
but like,
it's for vindication.
And it's like, hey, look at you. And I'm like, I would fucking rip your penis off if you were in front of me right now. Because I'm just like,
just one tug and it just pulls off.
I'm gonna fucking bash your penis with a fucking brick.
I remember the one thing where there was a I think you made a video about Bill Nye saying something about the gender spectrum or something.
Oh, I said,
that, right?
yeah. I mean,
and you admitted you were like very adult, but you were like, I'm wrong.
Oops,
I was wrong.
And I took the video down.
I said something wrong. I looked into what it was, and I was like, oh yeah, he's right.
Yeah. 1,000%.
And that was. I
actually think I did a video about. I think I was going to do a video about it.
Yeah,
you were going to. I don't think you made it.
I don't think so. I didn't.
But Derek said it. I remember that
at the time. It seemed completely lined up. It was just a coincidence.
It was a coincidence. It was
the nature of how it was done.
Right.
I think that's what it is. It wasn't the conversation because it was so ridiculous the way it was happening.
Every time I've ever made fun of shit like that, it's always been like, this is presented in such a dumb, stupid, gay way. It was always like. I just hated the way that people were pandering. Like I hated the way that people. Do you remember when they had all those like raps about like cultural appropriation and stuff? And those shut up.
That's real shit. At the same time, those things are very real. They happen.
But it's like,
but
to
the
a
way
degree.
you're doing it is
don't
like
do it in that dumb fucking.
But also they were talking about it in ways that like weren't academically correct. Also,
not exactly.
Like that's kind of thing too. It's like it was not only were they pandering in like a really dumb, pathetic, and like embarrassing way.
Yeah.
But they were pandering in like a misinformed way that like completely distorted the original meaning of like what they were talking about.
The problem is that they're not academics doing something that is inherently academic.
But it's also
that is the biggest problem.
Just have a fucking conversation about it. There's like, there are people
just bash their heads in with a brain.
yeah, just.
I'm sorry to keep bringing it back to him, but it's so that those videos cracked me up.
When you're saying the N-word? The N-word?
I heard he said the N-word.
I was just for me, I don't care about that, right? Because I'm going to laugh more often
Did you see it? Did you see it?
I saw a clip of something of it, and I was like, damn. It was definitely an older video, and it's like, what?
I wanted to see the context, because I heard, because I watched Philip DeFranco's piece, and then apparently he says the hard R at some point. But but I don't know. Well, I don't know if it was hard R.
Was he quoting something?
I don't know.
Yeah. Was he quoting?
Yeah. He was reading fucking Huck Finn to
because
to
I feel like British don't even say stuff like that. They're like, oh, you silly dark skinned fellow, you rambunctious Negro fellow.
Well, the thing about it is like
I've never heard them say the N-word hard R ever. Actually, I've never heard a British person say that.
Well, because they can't.
They can't
do their R's fall off at the end of the words anyway.
Yeah, no. It doesn't work.
He cracked his accent. I'm speaking like an American now. He just says it.
He busts into a Southern accent just to give it emphasis. Well, the thing about it, so I don't know, man. I saw some of those videos and I'm like, dude, it really is. I don't know. Honestly, that word is so desensitized to me at this point. We're spending so much time with you fucking assholes.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Like, that is so unimportant. What is crazy?
If you're doing a racist act, I'll be like, that's worse than someone saying the N-word.
Yeah.
For me, 100%.
I just genuinely don't believe that when people say that word, generally, that it's coming from like a place of like genuine bigotry, and it's just from shock value. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, there are people who are like, if
well, you can
if
tell.
they're in Tim Pools, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell.
Like Stephanopoulos, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Like when that fella says it, he means it.
There's certain circumstances where it's like, okay, yeah, that's probably coming from like a bad place.
Yeah,
but like, there's definitely a lot of people who are just like, that's a shock value word, and
there's
I'm going to say it.
Far right hate, and derogatory hate, and then there's to the far end of like PewDiePie.
Right.
Like angry at playing, what was he playing? PUBG?
PUBG.
Yeah.
That bridge is iconic now, bro. In my D&D campaign, that bridge is in it. That's the bridge. That's a fight happens on that bridge.
What's it called?
It's PewDiePie's bridge.
PewDiePie's bridge. Like a map. It's now PewDiePie's bridge has been renamed.
I write it out on the map. That's PewDiePie's bridge. If you go there will be a fight. And bad things will be said there.
It will be a frustrating fight, too. That fight will test you. Let me tell you.
I want to do that. I want to have a fight that's so annoying. And D&D Lily says the N-word.
Yeah,
she just gets up and says it, and
you got to get her.
Storms out the room
one day.
I'm trying to get JoJo to say it and then to capture it, and then I have that in my back
European,
pocket,
bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Once that flip switches in her brain, that's what they are, bro. Once that
Alex, you know what I like how and this is one thing that annoys me. I'm gonna be honest, like. It's a good thing that
it's so funny.
Just seeing someone
seething,
rage out. Yeah, seething is the correct word. Seeing someone rage out that hard. And one thing that I don't like, look at, I love, and then I also hate this because of how fake it is, right? Because not his reaction. It's like Mel Gibson. His girlfriend at the time, whatever, was recording him saying, I hope you get raped by a pack with N-words. And he's going crazy. But she's so calm because she knows the camera's on.
Right, yeah.
So I kind of hate that. I love it for entertainment purposes. But also when you're taking it seriously, I'm like, okay, obviously she has moments like that too, and she admits she's like, I wasn't perfect in it, and I'm like, damn, I want to see those. I want to see her level.
I want to see the whole story.
I want to see her level.
Let's get for the sake of justice. Let's get a really clear. Because he sucks, clearly.
Yeah.
I want to know about you because there's I don't know if you saw this, but there was a thing where like they uncropped the so she had like text messages with him that they were cropped in the Google Doc. But I guess like you can go and inspect Element and like if you crop them through Google Doc, they're not actually cropped. Like you have to crop them previously. So you can see like what is cropped out, provided that like it's through the app. And he's in her phone as racist N-word. So like, and she talks about how like, well,
what an oxymoron.
I know, I love that. Well, she talks about how like and people called her out for it, and she was like, well, it was she owned up to it kind of, but she was like, yeah, it became so desensitized to me because of him, and I'm like, dude, you gotta just own it.
Yeah,
at a certain point,
you can't say that. Like,
that is why people like us can't get canceled. And if somebody brings up, King Sween, you did say that joke about Gabriel once. I'm like, yeah, and it was probably fucking funny.
Dude, somebody in the comments of one of the recent episodes was like, "Oh, they didn't censor Chris saying the N-word," and I was like, "I didn't say the N-word."
You never said hard R.
But if I did, like, whatever. Like,
Did you say, I don't remember you saying hard R.
No, I think I know what they were talking about because I was listening to it back, and it was like a trend. I didn't say the word, but like a word trailed into something else that almost sounded like I interrupted myself, and it sounded like it.
You just reminded me of something. So, because I was debating on, should I censor the F slurs, and I was like, no. I'm just like, I'm 36. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. So, but then it reminded me of why we even talked about it in the first place, is because we're talking about Eminem's song Marshall Mathers. I'm 36 years old. I listened to that album first when I was 13.
Right.
I just found out. So all these years, I thought he was saying, I thought he said that for no reason, right? Which is a bitch? Is it Mrs. whatever, Miss Mathers? It doesn't matter. Faggot. Like, and then, So I'm just like, whoa. Apparently, they took out him calling like some record label guy.
Oh,
he called an A&R that?
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
There's so if you look at the uncensored version, literally the only thing that's uncensored is that little line. Oh. That's it. And it blew my fucking mind that this entire time I never
knew that.
Yeah, me neither.
I never knew that either.
Because I looked it up, so I was gonna put that clip in the podcast. And then finding that out, I'm like, I'm not gonna put the clip in because I need to discuss this. And yeah, so this entire time it's not, and it makes sense though, because it does kind of sound like it's cut. The audio does kind of sound cut. Like after he says it doesn't matter, and it does sound a little cut.
Yeah.
But like I just thought like that's just how he wanted it, and then he's so angry. He's just saying
he just it out
because he's upset.
Because he's just angry. It doesn't matter.
It's whatever, dude. I care. I care not about stuff like that. Yo, wait, one question. Okay, I heard about this a little while ago, and it made me mad because I understand the truth of where it comes from. The whole thing is that, like, girls like, what would you be more scared of in the woods? A man or a bear, right? Now,
I remember that.
Look, I know statistically, right? Obviously, men attack women more than bears do.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's such a hyperbolic thing to fucking say. Because the nature of a bears are monsters. Yeah, a bear, if it's gonna kill you, you're dead.
Yeah. The analogy, the conversation is more about like, the bear will only kill me. I think that's kind of what the idea.
And I agree. And I agree.
I understand that, but like, to me, I don't. When a woman says I would prefer running into a bear, that doesn't really bother me.
Not at all.
But when like a guy says, "Oh, bear," that to me kind of implies to me that you are the kind of guy that you wouldn't want to run into. That's kind of what that says to me. because what would make you, like, my immediate assumption, if I'm asked that question, if I'm like, "Oh, would you rather your daughter run into like a random man, statistically like a random man or a bear?" I'm picking the guy.
Yes.
Pretty much instantaneously, because from my standpoint, if I'm alone in the woods and I see like a fucking little girl sitting there, I'm going to be like, "Oh my God, I have to fucking help this person."
That's true.
You know what I mean? And so to assume the anything else, I don't know, man. I feel like that kind of implies like a level of like,
I gotta push
self.
I don't know,
That's weird.
man.
That's a weird thing.
I don't think so, because I think it's also a little bit weird to assume that the bear's only going to attack you, where like bears a lot of times pretend to be scary, and then if you scream at them, they're like, "Oh shit," and then they'll fucking run off in the other direction.
Brown bears, black bears. Sorry, black bears.
Well, yeah, they're a lot
Those
smaller.
are the ones that are really easy to scare.
They're
right?
also a lot smaller than a fucking brown bear.
A grizzly sees you, it might be game time. A polar bear sees you, you're food.
If you're anywhere,
the polar bears
will eat you. They actually they're predators. They love meat.
Yeah, the polar bears will.
If they see you, they're like jackpot, and they start running at you.
They'll bite your feet off and then spit it at your head and knock you out.
That's so preposterous.
yeah, dude. But yeah, the idea. That's why, like, to me, like, everybody just assumes if you put in the precursor that the bear is gonna maul you, then it's like, well, obviously you choose man.
It just feels hyperbolic to me, but I understand. I understand
of
the
course
argument.
It's hyperbolic.
I understand the argument, right? Because it's like, yes, obviously, A random motherfucker in the woods.
I think
is scary as shit.
It's very scary, and like, because like, first of all, the bear is just doing its natural thing. Where, look, man, I watch a lot of true crime stuff, and then all of a sudden there's a guy, and this is actually I guess this is Central Park, a part of it close by. No. Sorry.
Central Park is in New York City.
Yeah, but not Central Park. Sorry. I can't remember enough. But I guess there's a park that's connected, like Brooklyn, and there was something that, basically, long story short, this girl would always go jog in this one area, and then she didn't go one time with her dad. She'd usually go, and then the one time she didn't go with her dad, a guy fucking, grabbed her, knocked her, raped her, killed her. And it's like one of those things where it's like, bro, what are the odds of like the one time she didn't go? Yeah. And then so it's like you have some sick perverts probably watching all the time.
They're pretty astronomical odds.
Yeah. And so it's one of the things where it's like knowing what man is capable of. That's why I feel like there's a lot of women that would choose the bear. With a bear, the only reason it would really attack you is if it feels threatened. Like, or if its kids feel like, for sure the bear's gonna attack you if you're by its cubs. Like, it's a female bear and you're anywhere near the cubs, you're getting mauled.
The thing to me that cements this is that, like, I don't know if you guys remember that video of the guy getting eaten by the bear.
That shit. Oh, you mean the guy that was living with the bears?
Yeah. And then they ate him.
What a fucking.
He was with polar bears, wasn't he?
No. These were normal normal cuddly fucking, like, the ones that you'd like, and like the sounds that dude was making. That's one of the most haunting videos I think I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah,
just not because you don't even see anything. It's not even like you see. It's just the sounds. Like that sounds
of someone getting eaten is very because you're wailing. You're not just yelling. You're wailing because you're being ripped apart.
Like it really sounds like probably the worst experience possible.
Other than being set on fire, maybe getting eaten alive is probably.
So to me, I'm just like I've never had a problem with the women who say it, but like to me, it's weird. I don't know. Statistically, like how many men are you walking by on a day-to-day basis that are not?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's my thing, right? Like,
dude,
no, but some of them are probably
most guys are going to help people.
Well, see, I agree, but then Jesus Christ, man, when you look
numbers,
when you look at the statistics,
yeah, I get it.
What statistics?
The rape statistics, for example,
the sexual harassment statistics in women is fucking off the charts.
Yeah, except we both know that that's not exactly like.
What do you mean?
Are we pretending like women don't do that also, and then like men just don't? Like, let's be fucking real about this. Let's be 100% real about this.
One time we had a conversation with people a lot. We had a conversation about people. We had a conversation with two girls, right?
Oh, I'm glad you're gonna bring this up.
And because it's happened to. I've been
same as me.
It's happened to me.
Me too.
It happens to a lot of my friends, right? Bringing that up, they looked at us like we had four heads, and I was like,
dude, she was laughing,
dude. Literally, I felt like I was like. Huh?
Well, look, I felt
I couldn't believe this shit. Like it is. There's a real conversation that I don't think people are really actually ready to have about like women and how they don't actually they also have a problem respecting like basic boundaries and consent. Like that's a true fact.
Well, right.
Like, I'm sorry.
It's in the same vein as like a lot of them feel comfortable hitting men. Because they know we're not supposed to hit them back. Yeah. Like culturally.
Yeah. Right.
Culturally, we're not supposed to hit them back, so they feel comfortable. I've watched the amount of times I've seen women just beat the fuck out of dudes. Like after partying, at a party, whatever. One time I saw this guy.
And then the guy like pushes and then like everybody jumps
and then
him.
all of a sudden these guys swarm. This one guy just took it like a man. Like he just put his hands behind his back and this Hawaiian chick was just wailing on him. But he didn't get knocked out or nothing. And I was like, you weak bitch. But I was just like, but to me, I was like, there's no chance that I'm gonna toss you 10 feet if you do that to me.
I got beat up by a girl. Granted, I think she would have beat me if we would have fought anyway. She was like a volleyball player.
Yeah.
And she punched me in the face really hard. And I was like, I'm not gonna hit you back. You're a girl. And I realized that like maybe if I would have fought her, she probably would have still beat me up.
She finished you.
That was quite the hook. I was like, Jesus Christ, my bell was rung. I should probably just try to act tough.
But look, I gotta say this. I gotta say it because even though that is a completely like the conversation we're having right now is so underreported, under talked about and everything, but to try to even, like if we were gonna to make a comparison is kind of laughable in a way that like just the
I don't
amount
think it's laughable as far as percentage. I think the degree, I guess, is different.
The degree, yes. The degree in which
because like a woman's not going to abduct somebody in the middle of the night.
Because like the
probably
the average woman couldn't even do it.
Yeah,
right.
They couldn't even do it if they tried.
I agree.
And the thing is,
but that's also not most sexual assaults.
Yeah, most sexual.
You know what I mean?
Most sexual assaults is a belief of it is a. Let's just be real. It's a lot of times a conservative belief that women are property, and they can do it as they please, and so they do things at parties. They do things at clubs. They do things
people
in
that
marriage.
people know is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like
it's
I said-
very rarely, if ever, a stranger.
It's not like because that's more of a Law and Order SVU type thing. I'm talking about like say a conservative point of view that you think women are property. So when you're with said woman,
I guess that's. I never
you
thought
do
of it like
things.
that, but like I agree.
Bro,
I agree. It makes sense.
If you listen to these people speak and how they're like, and how many tens of millions of people don't even believe in marital rape, they don't think that's a thing.
That's crazy.
They don't think it's a thing.
That's crazy.
No, but see, that's the thing where it's like, it's to the point where culturally, for a lot of people, and then when you go outside the country, it's like laughable. If you go to third world countries, for example, let's just be real. Women are, it's laughable.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, like say in that vein where it's like, yeah, when we talk about the struggles of men, like, right, it's completely underreported and women will laugh at us. Or even me, like, remember I laughed at you when I talked about your sexual experience? Like, it's like by default.
At me.
because culturally I've been conditioned to think, to laugh about stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
To not think that me getting taken advantage of is something that should be traumatic, but it should be like, well, that happened.
Yeah, so
you know?
like kids banging teachers. It's like,
that's
fucking awesome.
Exactly, bro.
Instead of being, dude, I wanted to fuck one of my teachers so bad, and
Well,
that's horrible. That's a grown woman, and I was an
it would be
underage.
horrible for them. Oh, go ahead.
That's another thing that we're talking about. Is that like, dude, how many?
Yeah, dude, the numbers on the board are crazy.
Okay, how many? By the way, how many women are doing that
all the time?
Like, it is great. Like, I know of 3.
I know
just from our school.
I know 2 personally, and I know the 3 from your school. They all talked about.
3.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you
holy
understand?
shit,
The numbers
dude.
are pretty
That's
staggering.
crazy.
There are
and by the
numbers
way,
on
that
the
was
board.
open. It wasn't like a
secret. It was people knew I knew the kid. I was like, dude, what? He was like, yeah. And I was like, no one said anything? I was like, no one said anything. And one of them, if I'm not mistaken, one of their parents is faculty in the school. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
And I was like, but that's okay. He got a high five when he got home.
But so what I'm saying, what I'm saying generally is that like the darkness of people is dark, and I think it's universal. I don't think there's this like line where it's like only men do this. Women don't do this. I don't think that exists. I think that's completely cultural. I think it's completely fake.
I agree. I agree.
I gotta. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. So your piece.
Oh no. So the only reason why I think in the same way, like say death statistics of like taking risk, I think this all boils down to, and a lot of people sometimes like when we talk about social science, they don't want to like talk about it, but testosterone is the driving hormone that makes men, and why men have like say women on average have less than 100 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone, where man on average it's infinitely higher.
I mean, you just said Iron Man words. I mean,
well, nanograms.
This
Per
the amount of
nanograms per deciliter.
Yeah, that's not. You went to fucking school. What are you talking about?
I've never heard of a deciliter in my life.
A deciliter is a tenth of a liter.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, it's fine. Okay.
And a deciliter is 10 liters.
That doesn't fucking matter.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. Who cares?
He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about me teaching him something.
Right.
What am I counting?
We're counting stuff that's in our fucking system.
I don't need to count that.
It's nice to know these, especially like if you get sick or if there's. Well, I got sick, so it happened to me. I need to know all this
I don't
shit.
get sick. You cunt.
I don't get sick. This fucking asshole.
What happens when you have these are good to have the conversation when you have those fucking rightoids that like think they know everything.
Yeah.
And then when you know like basic mathematics and science and things, you're like, oh, you're wrong because of literally this.
Yeah.
And they can be like, no, that's not true. But I'm like, no, you're wrong, bud.
But look, I just want people to understand. Look, I just want people to understand that testosterone is the hormone that makes
men take risks
so
more.
stupid.
Yeah,
they
we're
do dumb things because
Right.
this shit it makes you, when the higher it is, the more invincible you feel.
That's true.
Think of it like this.
My counter is this then. What's their excuse?
Whoa.
What's their excuse?
Whoa. That's stop. That's stop. Because you don't understand what you just used, but you just used the nuke. You just used the nuke and you don't get it. You're like, here, I'll press this button. And then all of a sudden Taiwan's gone. And you're like, oh.
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
But yeah, look, man,
I just feel like generally like eight times out of 10, the person who finds a random kid in the woods is going to help them.
The problem,
you know what I mean? And if they do for some reason die, what am I going to get revenge on a bear?
Yeah,
What is
right.
like? What, at least
I want to believe this, man. I want to believe this so badly. Like those
you know how you know that's
statistics.
true?
How?
Is how there's so many guns in our country and so few mass shootings compared to them.
I
So-
think there's way too many.
No,
You're misunderstanding.
He's
There
saying
should be
Why you're saying that
if we are as fucked as we presume ourselves to be, we shouldn't be able to go outside without having to dodge bullets.
So I think
there are way too many.
I think mass shooting because like
There's a lot more
there
than you
are
think a day.
completely unreported shootings all the fucking time.
There's
Right.
a mass shooting
There is-
most of
every
those
day.
most of those, like we said before, we were talking about the show, are people like, look at, whoa.
There's that, but
And
then
they're
there's
playing with a gun?
there's just
No, mass
fucking
shootings.
there's just we don't even need to talk about mass shootings. Just under 4 because I think it's 4 and above is mass.
Right.
And so all you need to do is just look at statistics of people road raging, shooting people.
Right,
There's
right.
people disputing with their neighbors.
Right, but that's-
disputing this shit, dude. I think like I just don't
do you
agree
really
with
think,
that.
do you really think that happens like
I
for
think
the
it
majority
happens-
of people,
It's not a majority.
or even like a sizable percentage?
Yes,
No,
I think so.
That's
I think the
this
reason
is such a
why-
conservative
the reason
viewpoint, though. It's like the fear of just like being around people. It's
No,
like,
that's
I
not.
don't,
That is not a conservative viewpoint at all. It's
It
just
kind of is.
It's just how when you look at when you just look at our fucking voting system and how the way that we do things, collectively people are dumb as fuck.
They're dumb, but they're not, like,
they have dangerous
evil.
weapons. It's not about being evil. It's just about like having an ImAllexx moment and then pulling out your gun and shooting somebody. And it's not like they're like, oh, I love doing that. That felt great.
So there's this website that tells you every time there's a mass shooting in America,
Yeah,
there is at least 2 mass shootings a day in this country.
right.
of course.
That is yes, because of the size of the country, shit's going on. Yes, like duh. But that's such a wild thing. It's on average.
There are more
a
guns
day.
in this country than there are people.
Of
Yeah,
course there
way
are.
more.
But
By,
most
like,
of
a
them
wide
are
majority.
put away. They're just in places. They're not in people's hands.
No,
Right.
for sure.
But if they were in people's hands, people having an ImAllexx moment, because a lot of these shootings that happen,
moments of rage.
they're
Yeah.
just moments of rage, and then they're like, fuck, I ruined
Right.
my life.
Right, but think
It's
about
not
how-
about
And then, like,
morality.
fucking might as well go through
it's
it,
not
yeah.
about fucking
Right,
these
but think
people
about
being-
how much there is to be angry about on any given day, and then
I agree with you.
I don't know.
both.
I just feel like
agree
I
with
feel
both.
like it would be far worse if we were really as bad as we think.
I
we are.
think it would be far worse if people were just carrying their guns like the Wild Wild West. But they're not.
I don't know. It might be better actually.
I don't think so at all.
It might.
Because
it
if you-
could go either way. I feel
if
I
you-
really don't know how I feel about that whole conversation, like the open carry thing, because I feel like on a psychological level, I feel like it makes sense that you wouldn't, like, if you know anybody can pop you, you
But-
probably wouldn't. It's like that. What is it? The movie theater, the Batman guy
Yeah.
who went into that specifically like that non-open carry like theater or whatever and open fired.
Well, my thing is this, right?
Yeah.
I agree that both of those dimensions make sense, right? Like, obviously, you'd assume that more people have guns.
Let's
Pick out my gun.
experiment.
I mean, we should.
we make a mini civilization. We give them open
I want to
carry.
give everyone a gun.
The thing is that
Everyone in this country, you're gonna get a ticket if you don't have a gun.
think of it like this, right? There's
That might be a
so
great
much
idea because, like, the people-
mental
think about-
instability in this world in general, right?
Right.
Having guns, people having guns. People think of how high people feel on the. You all shot guns. It's a weird feeling you feel after you shoot a gun.
I come usually.
I feel like a god, but also like a monster at the same time. And I'm like, I don't like holding this. I don't like this. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't feel, and I think that's a problem. That feeling that you get, I don't relate.
Well, no, I feel because the idea of the power of something I'm holding around, like I'm holding something that is an eradicator. Like I shot an AK, and I was like, this doesn't feel
Yeah,
right.
I kind of don't. I honestly, I kind of don't know what you're talking. Like, I like to shoot guns because it's just kind of fun, but like, I don't know
Because
if I feel
because
like
I
a
recollect
high.
on what a gun is. Like this is something that you just with one aim.
I guess it was the
this,
God thing, because like
Yeah.
what usually that's a positive feeling when you say you feel like a god.
It feels. I feel like I have a way too much power for someone that should be holding that.
Yeah,
right?
but you feel like, but that's a negative feeling. Like you were like, oh, this is way too much power. I don't like this.
Yeah, that's me. I was like, I don't like
think
having that.
Most people that open carry, for example, they feel like a god and they love it.
That's horrifying to me.
But that's my problem.
I feel like we should have turrets.
Like centuries.
Yeah,
Like,
like
you just-
sentries.
You carry them like fucking Marcus.
Oh, like fucking like power armor. Everybody should get power armor. Should give children power armor.
I'd be okay with that.
So when they lash out, they hurt people really
I'd
badly.
be a lot more okay with people having like crazy like mechanical arms that can punch people's heads off than
Yeah.
guns. I think
I just think like
Well, yeah,
because I
gotta
feel
get
like you would
close.
at least have to fight and,
Still gotta get
get up in
intimate,
someone's
yeah.
face.
close quarter. I'll like that's what like if it was up to me. If I was
katanas again?
if I was
CQC.
if I was dictator of the world, CQC would. That's it.
CQC.
There would be no more. Dude, I can't wait for Metal Gear 3, dude.
Woo!
Yeah.
Because that's
You like 2 more than 3. Makes
Well,
me
no,
so
no,
angry.
yeah, you
well,
do, that's
I
right.
do, but like I am excited for the third one. It's weird.
We're gonna change some stuff about it. Definitely, there's gonna be some changes.
think
No,
it's gonna- I think
I
it's
just
gonna
think
be
I just think there's, Konami Kojima's weird. The weird relationship. It looks good though.
I see.
What is there looks good. It looked a lot weirder a couple I think a year ago.
When they first talked about it,
Yeah, when they first showed it, Snake looked like a Broadway actor playing Snake. It didn't quite look like him.
What if when it drops, it looks like Dragon Age: The Veilguard?
I mean, then God bless him.
Like they just changed the art style completely.
Kojima would turn into a kaiju and destroy a country.
That would be. I want
He'd
that.
be like,
That's what I'm waiting for, though. I'm waiting for it. I'm so disappointed. And like, look, I understand what you're saying about like, people being good on average. Cause I do agree. I think even the people that are so fucking stupid, they usually mean well. A lot of times they're being misled. They think they're doing the right thing, but they're so dumb that they're actually hurting things.
Right.
So the thing is, I don't think it's malevolence. I just think that there's a lot of people that feel like, like say guns are a good thing, and they're so irresponsible.
I guess. Well,
I have a
understand what you're saying.
disagreement.
I just feel like there's like in the conversation that we were having before about like finding a child in the woods. I just feel like that is
Okay.
more. Like I feel like more.
You
I
would
feel like
think more
pe-
people would help than not.
Yeah, I feel like
I'll
more people
say
would help than not by
if-
like a wide margin.
In
I think.
the I guess
The worst. I feel like the worst. It goes. Most people would help. A sizable portion of people would be like, "That's not my problem." I feel like that's probably like a lot more people
feel-
then helping.
I feel that's
no, not then would help, but like then would do something really evil.
I think that's I think the default is that because of that there's that effect. I forget what it's called, but it's just that somebody else will do it. It's kind of it's that thing. Somebody else has got you. Like we always talk about the first time I ever heard someone talking about this, funny enough, or sure, you already known about this, but someone actually discussing it. They were talking about Patreon. They were talking about Patreon. They're like, imagine if every one of your subscribers donated $1 to you. It would mean nothing to them, but you would be well off. But because of that effect, people are like, oh, someone else has got it.
Everything I love, I donate to. But that's my nature of like who I am.
I donate to things that even if it's like
Didn't you donate to Stormfront when you?
Everything I love, I donate to. I'm not going to explain anything else. Anything else. I'm not blaming that. Sorry. Everything
that
I love.
website is nuts, dude. I only went on it one time.
I
Because,
would
I heard
never-
about it on the Red Dead podcast.
I never went on it because I heard about it and I was like, I don't want to be involved with that. I don't want this to pop in my fucking history one day and someone's like, what's this?
You know what I saw on the banner of that website? Because I went on because there was a YouTuber that used that as sources. That
What was the banner?
the banner was Streets of Rage 2. It was Axel, the blonde
Yeah.
dude. He was doing his fucking bare knuckle uppercut, but the normal fucking bad guys, they fucking rendered them black. So they were like black, and then it was just uppercutting a black guy when they're not black in that game. Like it's like a ginger dude. He's he's probably the most recurring one, like one of the shittiest grunts. And they just black, and he's just uppercutting him. And I'm like, that's crazy. You switched it.
I was scared. I panicked.
I don't know, man. I feel like most people in this world are good, right? I feel like a lot of us are good. What happens is that we're scared to be fucked over. So we go into
I
this
think that's
nature
true,
of
yeah.
we fuck other people over because we think we're gonna get fucked over.
I think that's totally. It's like a preemptive.
It's game theory. It's literally game theory.
It's preemptive malevolence to respond for malevolence that has not yet happened.
Because we can't tell people are going to be good, right? Most people are probably not going to bother you, right? But what happens is like these people, think of it like this. Most of these people that are fucking like probably far right people, right? They're probably not truly racist.
What?
But they think that their culture is going to be destroyed by the nature of these other races existing, right? They're ill-informed.
They're stupid.
They're stupid.
They're
yeah,
stupid,
but they're
and
not evil.
They're
They don't-
being taught that, and I don't think that's
Because that's why
necessarily their fault.
they meet a black person that they fucking have in common, and then that shit's flipped off.
Well, and they realize
automatically, or they fall in love with a black person.
They're isolated,
or they have their black grandchild, and then bam, they're like,
no, you're right.
How could I have ever been like this? I love my grandkids.
They're isolated, and I'm not saying this like to be rude, but they're isolated and they're uneducated. But they're uneducated because they just don't have resources in their area. Yeah. They don't live in metropolises, so they don't see a lot of different cultures and different experiences. But the thing is, it's hard for me to sympathize or empathize like I used to because of how well connected people are through the internet, where it's like there's almost no excuse anymore to understand how vast and diverse everything is.
You get echo chambered by mistake, and it's happened
because they didn't exercise critical thinking growing up because they didn't have the resources to practice it. Mm-hmm. That you have like a Tucker Carlson or a Temple, whoever, that just tells them what to think and how to feel, and they can't do anything outside of it. And they can't like say, you know, a lot of us have been programmed, but then sometimes you realize when you have bad programming, you're like, what the fuck? What is this person telling me? This doesn't make any sense. Fuck this. And then a lot of times people will just tell you like shit from the from a conservative standpoint because, let's be real. Motherfuckers believe in zombies. Motherfuckers believe in talking animals. They believe in magic.
They believe in talking blue fire bushes.
Like they believe in dark fantasy.
Yeah.
So of course, how is it? It's a stretch to think that this orange billionaire is like them and going to save America. It's not that much of a stretch when you think about it.
Like I talk to people about stuff like that, right? Where I'm just like, I really try to be respectful of everyone's personal perspective.
I try. It's hard.
And view. I try. I really make effort.
It's really hard.
Even with religion, like when you guys talk about religion, I try not to say anything because my grandmother was a religious person, and though she exploits critical thinking in religion, she very much so does. She takes it on. It's
a crazy thing to say
because it's a degree you
critical thinking in religion is a crazy thing to say
because you can still have faith and belief.
Like organized chaos, dude. What are you talking about?
It exists, but it's crazy. I get it, right?
It can't exist.
It's oxymoron. It's oxymoron itself.
But go ahead.
But she tries.
You can philosophize, but I don't know about critical thinking.
She tries to.
Okay.
She tries to.
Yeah.
It isn't exactly like 100% like, I clearly shouldn't do this. She tries to explore critical thinking, and she tries to understand that the world is not as simple as a book can explain it to be. Neither is the understanding of this entity that created everything, She tries to exploit those things, and I respect her for doing those things. I disagree with some of the stuff she believes in.
I respect people who are okay with having open conversations of this, and it's not tied to their ego where they lash out. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, I'm like, look, I understand that you're upset when I say shit like, it's fairy tales and stuff, but it's like, I'm sorry. I've lived 36 years on this earth, and I've never experienced anything like that. I wish magic was real. I wish Baldur's Gate 3 was real.
I would be inside a car like currently.
Dude.
Burning.
Burning. I was like, I'll burn with her, bro.
Smoldering.
Like, I wish I wish that's how the world worked because it would be so much funner. It would be so fun to like having I would be a mystic knight, dude. I would be a fucking arcane warrior.
I'd be a terrorist probably, but like a cool magic one, like a cool. Like I would give little kids like little gumdrops and then they blow up in like 12 hours, like big. But like
God, that is insane. But
imagine magic terrorism.
Look,
imagine they had magic and hit the towers.
I gotta say, if I did have magic and powers, maybe I would be the same way. Maybe I would slip up in the way that some people have the road rage and they have their guns on them. Maybe I would throw a fireball at some motherfucker. I mean,
he's gonna counterspell it, right? And he does it. And he kills somebody. Kill somebody. Bro, you got magic, right? Counterspell. Why weren't you looking? Dude, you didn't see the fireball coming? That's your fault, dude.
How does jail work when you have that? How does jail work in that fucking how do you get put in jail? In Baldur's Gate 3, you'll go to jail.
Oh, you disobeyed the rules immediately. I got put in jail and I just lockpicked that.
But
bitch.
How do you go to jail when you're fucking that powerful? How does that even work?
Well, they can nullify magic and stuff like that.
They can,
but then it's like barbarians.
But they don't though. At least
they don't because it's a game.
It's not like fucking right. I know. Like it's not like X-Men. You know how they have the collars?
Yeah, like because in D&D there's anti-magic like actual cuffs and shit like that. They put on you for using your magic.
There you go.
Or they cast silence or something like that. Like do something to prevent you from using magic. Right. If that was the case, you'd go to the city of Baldur's Gate, you'd do some fuck shit, and then the game would end because they'd put you in jail. Because there's no way Gortash
Look.
and one nigga's gonna make it so you can escape. Gortash would have murdered you.
100%.
He would have had one of those sentinels go in this prison cell with you and step on your head or some shit, and you would have died.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It trailed off.
A Baldur's
Dude,
Gate
I can't even-
universe being real. That's all.
I really feel like I was transcending for a moment because I was like trying to like switch between you guys as you were talking, trying to find
And reading?
and trying to find questions to read and trying to like pay attention to what you were saying.
Yeah, no way.
That felt insane.
You almost leveled up, bro.
Almost, but I
I
didn't,
feel like
quite
that's
get there.
the one last frontier of evolution that we're missing. Being able to
Multitasking?
multitask in that way.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you're reading something, you can't listen to something on the outside. It's impossible.
Yeah, you can't.
So it's like I've heard some people say that they can. I'm like, don't insult my intelligence, okay?
Some people can passively pay attention very well.
Passively paying attention is not. No, that's not. All you can do is miss some words and then pick up on some words.
Oh yeah, that's passive.
You can't,
It's very like
but
you can listen to a beat while you're reading.
like you can be like, oh, I understand the gist of what they said, but if you tell me what did I just say, no shot.
Verbatim, yeah,
And
no shot, no
and I'm
shot.
like, that's not like I'm like, no, you just can't do it. And I wish it's time.
When we evolve next, I feel like it's going to be a bad direction.
Elon Musk with those monkeys and shit. That's what he's working on, right?
Yeah.
He's working on that shit.
It's going to be a bad direction. I feel like we're going to
All
like
right.
evolve. We're going to turn into like fucking like a better version of humans.
I think we're gonna be
Then
like-
all going to get cancer from it.
Yeah.
We're going to get violent
Let's
cancer.
Question time?
Yeah, let's get into questions.
Yeah, let's not go for 3 hours like we have for the last 2 podcasts.
Yeah, let's not
It's
do
fun
that.
though.
It's fun, but it's also 3 hours. I was like, holy
Yeah, I
shit.
got to be somewhere at 6, and I don't want to.
People like that apparently.
They do like it. I mean, you sacred symbols go for like 8-9 hours.
I
right?
really can't fathom. Dude,
25 hours on sacred.
people tell us like, oh yeah, this episode will last me the whole week, and I'm like, yo, man. All right.
Stop saying hooray for that. Stop.
I just don't know
complain.
how you guys aren't climbing up the rafters and putting your fucking noose in. Like after they're at a certain point, I just can't talk anymore. I'm like, bro, we've ran out of things to
Could you
say.
imagine? No, you're saying like Derek. We've hung out for full days, laughing and joking about shit the whole fucking day.
That's true.
That is we could do a 24-hour podcast if we wanted to, but we wouldn't be able to stop it. Like there's no
We wouldn't be able to
end it.
Well,
That's
the
thing.
real issue, the real barrier to that is I'm not rendering that.
Exactly. Whoever's computer's rendering that is gone. That's a new computer has to be bought.
Granted,
Yeah.
it'll be a lot easier this way with like one single video feed, but like
100%.
even still, like a 24-hour fucking video.
We could do
That's
that. And
crazy.
it'd be
Nice.
fucking hilarious too.
That is-
But we would also slip up and start saying wild shit eventually.
Yeah, that's.
'Cause-
I feel like we'd have to get like massive, like massive donations to
Yeah.
even attempt anything like that.
What's the longest you've broadcasted for?
Not long at all, like 5-6 hours.
I've gone to like 8 maybe
Yeah.
10.
Like that was, and I was with friends. Like I couldn't, like by myself. I'm like, all right, 3 hours would usually be like the longest.
Yeah,
on
by
average.
yourself 3 hours. Like I think I had like an Elden Ring stream that was like
A while.
11 or 12 hours.
Wow.
And I remember I hit the 12 because I was at 11 and I was like, we should just hit 12
Okay,
because like why wouldn't we at this point?
right.
I did the when I was playing Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I did.
Did you beat the game?
No, I did 2 halves. I did like 15. It was like 15-hour game about, right?
Okay,
I did
okay.
like one half and the other half. Then I did like the DLCs in one go. And then for Village, I did the first like maybe because I played until I died, and I died only when you fought the that bitch that like spat acid into the air and she killed you. And if you played, I don't know if you played Village or not.
I played it.
You know
Is
when
it the bat the top of on the rooftops?
No, it's you're in like some sort of place where you have to make a drop down somewhere, and then you fight this thing that spits ass into the air, and I didn't know it was gonna kill me like that, so it killed me. I was like, all right. I
The
guess-
fish in the swamp.
Yeah, the fish. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
only
you're
time I
talking about
died.
in like the where it's like
in the swamp,
murky
land.
and shit.
That's the only time I died.
The fetus.
I know exactly what you're
I
talking about.
hated that boss. You don't know what they're gonna do.
Well,
So that's
how,
why I died now. And I was like, I have no clue what's gonna happen.
I really
Yeah.
liked that game, man.
It was fun.
That game was like
Very fun horror game.
There's no way I could have streamed that because everyone was naked. Everyone.
You modded immediately.
Everyone was naked.
Oh,
Fucking-
Lily Demetress had
oh yeah.
there were a lot of mods
They're
for that.
negative
she
immediately.
as
had Vayners, bro.
I actually didn't install any mods. on that
Fucking
one.
I put a cock on
triple
her too.
Fs, dude.
Put a cock on her too.
You had Fuda.
Let's get
Dude,
it.
Heisenberg was packing. Like whoever made the mod for Heisenberg, he was so I was like, dude, this is crazy.
Put that away, bro. Jesus.
All right, let's get into questions. I Show wrote in. He says, "Howdy, fellers. After Chris's movie trailer of Freaky Friday with Sween and Mitch McConnell, I totally forgot we even fucking did that.
That's crazy.
I need an extra ammo of Mitchy Monday starring Sween.
Well, I'm Mitch
Mitchy
McConnell.
Monday.
That would be a great script. You living through Mitch McConnell's life.
Yeah.
I can usurp him and just become Mitch McConnell for a while.
Yeah.
I forget the parameters of what the fuck we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
What we improv there, but
I
like,
would
that was
hate
like
to be-
several episodes
I would
ago.
hate to be a politician, dude.
Bro, I forget like everything to the point where do you see somebody was casual, they were poking fun at when I mentioned the moans in Dark Souls.
Oh yeah.
The first episode. Literally the first episode I talked about that.
Oh, the first
So
episode
the
that you
first time that I was on,
That's so
as the
crazy.
guest, I talked about it. So somebody pointed out, they're like, "Will you fucking switch up the topics or whatever?" And
It's been the same shit for 3 years.
and I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't remember what the fuck I said 4 years ago."
one repetition after that long is pretty not bad at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually.
our Red Dead repetition has gotten out of hand.
That's just
Our
being
Red
crazy.
Dead.
yeah, we're forcing that.
Yeah,
It's funny.
I just completely forgot, but
We were
like,
talking earlier, like before
Yeah.
the show, about like what it would be like if they had a podcast. If
oh yeah,
it was like
Red Dead podcast.
the switcher's not working.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Mike is hey, yeah. We should have Tim Pool on.
Well, I don't know what this podcasting or whatnot means, but I'm down if you are.
We should have our Stephanopoulos on.
A fist from your face, Arthur. Ah, yeah.
You're too close to the mic, Arthur. You're blowing out the audio. I can't. People's speakers are gonna clip to high hell.
What the fuck's a clip?
You know what's funny? Modern day, that gang, Dutch would start a podcast.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he
100%
totally
would.
would. He would,
He
yeah.
would like, I have a plan.
He
We're
would
gonna
co-
get
he would be
rich.
like-
We're gonna get rich off.
It would be like the Vandercast or
The
something.
yeah, 'cause you would totally call it the
would totally call it the
Vandercast.
He would definitely take the name of it, and then like it'd be him, John, Micah, and Arthur.
Micah. Arthur would be so pissed of Micah being like one of the guests.
Yeah.
He'd be
And,
so
and
upset.
it would be a lot of arguments between Arthur and John.
Yep.
But Arthur would hate Micah though.
Yeah, Micah
he would hate him.
Micah would keep saying the N word, and like he's like mad.
They'd have Lenny on an episode, and he would say that, and he'd be like, "Stop calling the boy that, all right?
God damn it, Micah!
we
This
don't
is
talk
really
about them like that. That's not okay."
This is really complicating the editing process here.
You're right, exactly
We're
that.
constantly
I don't
getting
want to have to add
demonetized.
in beeps and boops and all
Beeps
sorts
and
of nonsense.
He's editing. Arthur's
Arthur-
editing the
Arthur's
podcast.
Arthur would be the editor because he's the support. He's like the backbone.
That's true.
So he would be the editor of that
What
show.
would John do? John would be the ad read guy.
John would show. Yeah, he would read the ads. He would show up late.
This podcast is. I can't do John's voice.
This podcast is brought to you.
is brought to you by Squarespace.com.
You know what's crazy? I
can't
know
do
what
his voice.
I know what you're trying to do, and I
can't-
hear it, and I
His
totally get it.
It's hard.
Like,
I can't get that rasp.
it's not right, but it is also.
Yeah. I get like the,
It's
I'm
insane how unique of his voice. Like
His
he
voice-
had such a unique voice.
totally why I fell in love with them, like sexually, and I love the subtle because I just played again. I'm in the epilogue right now with them, which I forgot. Like I was so mad because I'm ready to I want to kill Micah so bad. Like I'm so ready to do it, but I forgot.
5 hours.
It's been a long time.
5 hours.
I forgot
It's
that
a
like
long epilogue.
you're making me milk the cows. You're making me shovel shit,
Dude,
Like,
it really is.
5
It's
hours,
a really
bro.
long. That's my only real criticism of that game is I just feel like the epilogue doesn't need to. Like I feel like you could get away with
Did you
ending
play
the
Red
game.
Dead 1?
What do you mean?
played
Yeah,
first Red
I mean
Dead?
I've played some of it. I get it. I understand.
There's an epilogue in that one too for
Right.
Jack.
it doesn't
No,
feel
I-
nearly
it's
as
nowhere near
long.
as long.
It's
yes.
not nearly as long, and
It's
I
still
will
like an hour or two.
And I will say, like, it's not even that the epilogue. It's not the epilogue that I have a problem with necessarily. It's that I feel like you could roll credits on Arthur's story, like literally roll the credits, and then do the epilogue.
Sure.
Like I would prefer that because like there's a feeling of like it's drawn out when it doesn't need to be.
Sure.
And I was just like, oh my god, having to finish that game for Sacred Symbols on like a time crunch was so annoying.
Oh, I imagine.
Like, because that was back when we were getting games early, and then we decided we just don't want to do this because it's just
Okay.
putting too much stress on.
I
makes no
love.
sense.
right.
I really love John. I think John Marston is like someone I really can look at as like a person that really tries to do the right thing. Like Arthur.
Speak into the microphone, Dutch.
Like Arthur definitely, he awoken that good part of himself as he journeyed through the game. He awoken that, like,
depends on how you play him, technically.
I'd like to believe. I'd like to believe.
Yeah, canonically.
Can you imagine really living in that? Like, I don't know, man.
But it would
Like,
have to be. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know, man. The Wild West just seems like it's a cool period of time, but like, man, it must
hell.
smell so bad.
It smells gross. There's the no plumbing. Maybe Saint Denis has some plumbing.
the
but
sheer-
Gotta pay for pussy constantly.
yeah, no fucking lights other than, like, say you got to go to specifically, like, other than outside of Saint Denis. Living in that, it's fucking, because, like, okay, they had lighting, they brought plumbing, the things are starting to turn or in a recognizable area for us,
Yeah.
to where we wouldn't be like a living hell. But outside of that,
I would hate
no
that.
AC, no lights.
It would be so bad. Like, how do you even?
Winter is death.
Yeah, fuck that.
Winter's death over there.
You really had to love your partner back then. I feel
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Because like, they're not bathing every day. They're smelling like the
They
worst.
smell awful.
It's humid and hot, and they're in all those fucking clothes. Oh my fucking god!
No,
You
totally.
really got to love that person
Yeah.
to their core, man.
Like, if civilization collapsed, bro. We had to go back to the fucking, like, post-apocalyptic Wild West version of Earth, bro. That shit would be such a fucking horrible.
It would be annoying. I
version.
feel like I would prefer the societal aspects of it, but like that would be.
Oh, no,
dealing with the effluvia of that is crazy.
I feel like what you got to do is that first year, you got to really just learn shit. You got to learn how to keep yourself alive. You got to exercise, get your body right to the best form
Keep
it can
yourself
be.
alive.
Because
keep yourself alive.
There's no
because
way.
death is around the corner a lot.
There's no way. I can't imagine, like, not showering every day. Like, even doing like a bird bath, that shit sucks, man. Cause like, it's like, you know, when you just like, oh, you do the pits and stuff, you do your fucking wash your nuts, your ass, your pits, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm good, I guess. But
You
that
gotta exfoliate your pits, Arthur. You're coming in here smelling so gross.
Arthur, you smell sour.
what do you
Micah, why you
I just gave up.
Micah, why you smell like Micah, why do you smell like cottage cheese? You smell sour.
It just, his fucking beard just smells like piss.
I love, dude. Red Dead Redemption 2 Arthur is such a fucking great character.
If you listen to this podcast and don't
Phenomenal.
know what Red Dead 2 is, I'm flabbergasted by
You're
that.
Yeah.
First of all, you're dumb.
Well, yeah, like, why at this point? Why have you not, like, the amount of people that messaged me saying that they tried or started playing Mass Effect because of how much, you know, I was coming.
We
over
talked about it, yeah.
and I imagine there was other games specifically for that too. So if there's people that haven't even tried it, like, what's wrong with you?
Even just like a cursory glance of like the trailers to get
Yeah,
a glance
at
of like
least-
what we're talking about.
Right.
Like, I don't know. You
I'm
gotta.
play that game again for Lily because so she can see how good that
Yeah,
game is.
you know what you do? You should play. Oh wait, I was gonna say, dude, revolutionary. Put in the teleportation mod. Oh my god, it makes the game so the game's
It
almost.
also just makes it not Red
the
Dead at that point.
No, trust me, because there's plenty of missions where you can't do that because you have to ride.
Right.
There is no destination. You don't know where you're going yet, so you have to ride. So it cuts out a lot of the pointless, like, fuck, I have to travel so far, and fast travel is
I
not going
like
to really
that
help
part
me.
of it though.
I appreciate it
I
too,
like the
but-
part.
I hated it the first time. Like when it's kind of like
No, it's way worse the second time. What do you mean?
I actually
For me, it's
not-
kinda worse second
I
time,
like it the
too,
second
I
time
agree.
specifically because the first time you don't. It's like the Hateful Eight. I really did not like the Hateful Eight when I first saw it because I felt like it dragged on for fucking ever, and it's just like, oh my god, when is this going to stop? And then I watched it again, and because I understood, because I had the
You're
context
looking
of like
for everything. That's why.
Well, no, it's because I had the context of like, oh, I know how long this is. This doesn't feel nearly as long. That's kind of how I felt about Red Dead, where it's like, oh, yeah, that was long when I first played it because I felt like I was going to be on this road forever, but I know how long this is now. It's not really that long at all.
I don't feel that way at all. I'm more like, I've already seen this. I want to fucking skip this part now.
But then you've already seen the rest of the game too, though. Is kind of how
But those are the parts that I want to play. First of all, I want to shoot a bunch of people. I love it. Like,
I just want to murder
like
people.
that shit.
I
Like,
want people to die.
it's fun. Like,
So you want to play the sandbox of it.
it's fun. Like, 100. That's the reason why I play Rockstar games.
I like
yeah,
killing
and
it.
I get that, but
Like,
like,
I'm not-
Red Dead is like a weird thing where it's like if I'm playing Red Dead, I'm actually like in a cowboy mood, like genuinely, like I want to like be in that place.
Like,
I don't really care about.
I like.
this-
Look at
GTA, that's a sandbox.
Yeah,
because I can have a fucking rocket launcher and shoot a rocket launcher that for some reason goes under a car and up.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy.
The physics in GTA 4 are so
That's
weird.
just cool.
That's definitely not supposed to work that way.
Well, actually, apparently that
Is that on purpose?
yeah, no. Apparently, like, say if you can scrape stuff with an RPG,
Yeah.
you can't it needs to make a more direct.
The detonating part is the tip of it. The tip is what detonates.
No, I understand.
not
I
the,
understand, but what I'm saying is I don't remember it acting like that in the original. I feel like whatever they did to enhance it for the backwards compatible might have fucked with it in some way.
I don't know
because I do not remember that at all. Like when we were experiencing that, when we were playing GTA 4 on Christmas or whatever, and we were shooting rockets at cars and it was going under and up into the sky. I do not remember that from GTA 4 base at all.
I feel like I remember that, but I could be wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear
idea.
to God. Because there's sometimes when you upscale and when you increase frame rates on things that actually was a big reason why the Master Chief Collection was fucked, was because that game is tied to the frame rate in such a way that even the bouncing glitches didn't work, weapons didn't shoot right because it's tied to frame rate and stuff.
Yeah.
So I could see that being a reason, but I really do not remember that goofy ass fucking rocket.
If I'm being honest, in GTA 4, I just played Ballad of Gay 20 and I put on a Super Punch, and I would humble people with that fucking thing.
The Super Punch is hilarious.
Punch somebody, blow up.
I don't know if I have. What is
Super Punch?
the
Is
Super
fucking
Punch?
funny.
You punch explosiveness.
Are you serious?
Swear.
I never actually played that.
So I'd punch a guy and he'd explode and hit a car and the car would blow up because it took so much damage from his body hitting it so hard.
My favorite thing to do was pedestrian rage. And everybody would
my
go
God.
insane.
Everybody would be mad.
And freaking in San Andreas, you'd go the mob one where it would pretty much be how long you could survive. Me and my best friend would do it all the time.
Dude, it's crazy.
I made it half an hour and then some guy sniped me. It was crazy. Some dude sniped me.
I would mostly get killed by RPGs.
Yeah, straight
say
rockets.
you would be fucking just driving and then boom. What the fuck?
Such a mean spirited thing to do to people. They would be attacking each other. Dude, it'd be like Dawn of the Dead, but they have guns.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, I fucking love San Andreas. That was such a
That's why, I was the fucking that definitive edition or whatever.
They really fucked it up so bad.
Is it still fun?
I just came across that fucking.
It's not great.
the widening of the car.
What was it? Ryder? Is that his name?
Yeah, Ryder.
Fucking his arms are Gumby. Dude, I just came across that picture. I was laughing. It's so
His arms looked like the fucking final shape. It was crazy. It was so twisted and fucked up.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe. I will say the glitches in that version of the game, when it first came out, had me dying.
Dude,
when I was reading
car, that was so insane.
Oh yeah, when you could you could sway back and forth and just make the car really big.
Wide.
That is if you really think
I was hitting everyone. I was hitting everybody.
If you really think about how that glitch functions, that is crazy. That would be a difficult thing to program, I feel.
Yeah. If you try to do it,
if you try to let's have a car that gets bigger as you wiggle it. How do you even do that? Usually, to change models like that, you have to cut away and replace it with a bigger model.
Right.
The idea that you could just wiggle it into spaceship territory.
I completely forgot about that. That's incredible.
And there was that one where if you did the rear view camera, it would just be CJ's face
staring at
oh man,
it's such a mess,
bro. They released that shit. They released that.
They didn't play test that game clearly.
Well, they didn't give a fuck. That's what that was.
I feel like they had AI make that thing, man.
Oh,
I'm not even
sure.
joking. I think that some of the signs were AI upscale. That's why you had signs that were misspelled because it was some computer game.
You saw that it was just wrong all of a sudden. You're like, what the fuck? No, totally. They totally didn't. That was
and somehow still better than Saints Row when they remade it. That was
bad, bro.
That might be the worst game I think I've seen in a long time. As far as a triple I don't know if AAA is necessarily the right word, but a big proper something that isn't Lord of the Rings Gollum, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, they fucking. I really enjoyed that. I love that franchise.
I just like Keith David's.
Well, I like three. A lot of people didn't like 4 because they said it jumped the shark. But I'm
4 is a bit much.
You go to space, right?
You've been abducted by aliens and you're in a simulation. And then
you have superpowers
and simulation, and then it renders cars useless.
It's basically Prototype.
It is.
Except not as good.
They borrowed a bunch of stuff on purpose. Like they did certain things like you can romance, like Mass Effect. There were, but not really because they didn't go deep into it.
Yeah, it's
purposely.
very shallow.
They did a lot of shallow biting on purpose.
But even that
purposeful
one's
biting.
better than that new one.
Oh yeah,
That new one is-
no 4. I still enjoyed 4. It just wasn't nearly as good as 3.
Yeah, that new
I
one.
like the giant purple dildo from
Yeah,
three.
that shit's fun.
That shit
But
was
three is
demoralizing.
fucking like you can. 3, I had
That's
such
like
a
Keith David, right?
no.
Or was he becoming
That's
president,
4.
right?
4 is Keith
No,
David.
3 is Keith David. I
No,
think.
no, it's 4.
He's not in 3 at all.
I don't think so.
No, he's in one of the older ones. I'm pretty.
He
sure.
is in one. Maybe
I
not
think
as
it's 4.
maybe not as President Keith David, but like I think
As
he
a
is in
character.
3.
I don't.
Fuck the vice president Canales.
Look it up.
I'm not afraid to
Let's
walk
look.
these streets.
Let's see.
We gotta get through more of these questions.
Yeah, we do because we're
What time are we at? How long are we at?
153.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Well, at least we have the time code down.
Yeah, now
That's
we can
true.
see. Yeah, for sure.
Our setup looks crazy. We'll take a picture of it and put it on Instagram or something so you can see what we're looking at. But it's pretty nutty what we got over here. Germs who died are brushed aside for losing the plaque. They're something. It cuts out. Sorry. I'm on the iPad. I'm not gonna fucking.
I fade to black.
I fade to black yet again. He writes in, he says, honest self-reflection time. If you were born 100 years earlier, do you think you would have supported women's right to vote in 1910s? Probably not.
If it depends on who I was raised by.
If I was raised by the prevailing wisdom, probably not.
Like,
Because what is the reasoning? It's that like they can't be drafted, so they shouldn't have representation. That's what it is, right? Like that's the general kind of
that was the
argument.
that was the argument at that time. I think, yeah, for the most part, it was that.
Right. You're not equally at the disposal of the government, so you shouldn't have a say. I think is what it
I
was.
mean, that was the argument they hid behind. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they hid behind. Yeah.
It is the argument they hid behind. However, it is also valid. Like you should, if you are voting, you should get drafted.
There's some
absolutely.
validity to the argument, but that's not the main reason why. That's
Of
what
course.
they hid behind that. They
Of
were
course,
like,
yes.
Yeah, that's why. Not because I'm an asshole. You
Yeah.
know, it's the same reason why black people shouldn't be able to vote. They're not humans. It's like, nah.
Right.
That's why you're hiding behind that. It's like, no.
But they can get drafted though.
Of course, for some reason. Yeah. Awesome, dude.
You can't get drafted and then not be able to vote. That's crazy.
It's wild.
You also shouldn't be a felon and be able to run for president, and then also somehow as a felon not be able to vote. I like that. Such a clown reality that we live in.
This country
But,
is a joke now, dog.
but anyway,
Like,
of
actually,
course
for
it
real.
is.
But yeah,
Like,
Of course it
so
is.
what do you? So did you find an answer to Keith David? Because I might be wrong. I don't know.
So what it looks like is it looks like he's only in 4 as himself, but he did voice a guy named Julius Little.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, that's
2
what
or
it was.
3.
In the originals, yeah.
In the originals,
and so some people are asking why is he Keith David in 4 instead of Julius? Because he wasn't in 3.
Because it's funny.
He's president Keith David. in
yeah,
those
he
ones,
was.
that's
Yeah,
right.
he was.
Yeah.
He as himself. Yeah,
The answer to
and
that
he
question
makes you
is
president.
the answer to that question is because it's funny.
because it's
That's the answer. It's he's President Keith David because it's funny that Keith David would be
He's
the
such
president.
Right.
a talented
I
fucking
mean,
voice
and people
actor,
love
dude.
Keith David, and it's also keeping with Keith David being in pretty much every sci-fi thing now. I think that was kind of like one of the reasons
Literally, I
like,
think Destiny
you
was
need
like
to be in it.
all of it now. I think he's been in like every major. He doesn't do fantasy, but he's been in like
That's the thing.
every sci-fi
Anything that's like sci-fi,
thing, dude.
he's like sign me up, sign me up,
Ever since The Thing, literally.
sign me up, nigga.
Do you see that they're remaking the Thing PS2 game that is I'm not even joking. I
Like
swear to you.
John Carpenter's?
Yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing for PS2. There was apparently like a PS2 game that acted as like a sequel to the movie, and apparently it's good.
Well,
I never heard
it
about it.
wasn't that good because who played it?
It was one of those things where it's like there was just no audience for it, but like the people who played it really loved it.
I couldn't imagine caring about a sequel to that game, really.
well, I
mean
didn't
the
even.
movie?
Because I can't imagine caring about a movie. Because like, it's supposed to be left up in the air. That's the point of the thing.
yeah,
Like
I
it's
also
supposed to be
didn't,
left
I didn't care about the
alone.
thing as a kid though.
I loved
either.
The Thing.
Yeah,
I love that
as
movie.
a kid,
I think it's a fantastic movie
As a
for the
kid, I
practical
just-
effects and the nature of the, because I think I know at the end, people don't agree with me. I think Child's the thing at the end of the movie. I think it's Child's.
Yeah, that's
I think
a
it's
popular.
Child's.
That's not that unpopular.
People, because what his name? Carpenter says you'd never know. I'm like, nah, it's Child's.
Well, it's kind of like the Fallout thing, where it's like the idea is that China fired first, but like
Technically, it's
the
not
point
Child's.
is that you're not really supposed to know that. Like the point is that like it's
The
kind
show,
of like
the show fucks that up though.
not really.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
doesn't
really
the
at
show?
all.
And,
No.
and we're talking about Fallout, like the video game universe, right?
What are you talking about? Yeah, we're talking about the Fallout.
In the show, doesn't it clarify that like they
spoilers for the Fallout show? But
sorry.
But what are you talking about?
They initiated the company that's created the bunkers. The vaults they created. They did it, started it.
No, that's not what the implication. The implication is that they intend to, or that they're open to doing that. But like, it's never really confirmed.
That they did.
It's never confirmed
okay,
that they actually did it. Only that they would.
Because that's canon to the video game universe, right? It is, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you? I'd have to watch that again.
Because
my interpretation was that they definitely were responsible for it.
No, I think the whole just because they said not if we drop the bombs first, but like there's so many people at Vault-Tec that are completely taken aback by it.
Not really. There's only one person I feel like that was taken back by it, and it was that younger dude.
I don't think it's. I think specifically it's China, but like the retcon is that you don't know. You're not supposed to know. Only that there were a lot of people who were willing to do it, obviously, because there's a fucking war.
I remember
going on.
as of if you don't know anything about the universe, it would be implied that they did it.
It's implied for sure.
Yeah,
because I know in Fallout 3 and 2 and stuff like that, it's in here. It's hinted that it is China as well. They're the ones that initiated, or what people were told is that it was China at least.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons for why it would happen, but like generally, you know, it's supposed to be up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I would say to the show,
of course,
it just looks like obviously, these guys have the best bunkers. They're gonna be fine. We're gonna make a lot of money. This is awesome. Get the bombs dropped. Like it's just but then it can be smart. Like say moving forward to be like, well, that's what you think.
Yeah, I think
we misled you.
I think it's a red herring.
Giggins.
I don't think you'll ever know. I think that's like the.
How long is it after the bombs drop? Is
I think it was
like 5 seconds.
5 seconds. The shockwave isn't even done. What's going on?
Not if we did it. Boom.
The thing to me that indicates the thing to me that kind of makes it feel like they didn't do it is the woman who's working for Vault-Tec, that is the wife of Cooper. The fact that her daughter is outside when the bombs drop kind of indicate to me that it's like, if she didn't know, that I don't know, that just strikes me as like really suspicious.
That's interesting. That is a good point, but it also, I wouldn't see, because this was the reason why I was having a problem watching the show in the first half of the season, because there was a bunch of like shit that I was saying, like a bunch of contrived shit that was kind of like unclever.
The first half is a little like you kind of have to like just kind of take it as it goes.
It was basically like it was very unclever, and in the same way that you bring that up is a great point, but it also I wouldn't put it past them to just not even consider that.
Yeah, I mean, I
you know what I mean? Like because of a lot of the shit that they did in that show, I would be like pleasantly surprised that was something that you should focus on, because there was a lot of shit like that I'm like, like a lack of nuance and inconsistencies and shit that just was contrived, in my opinion. That like
there's a lot of good stories that are like that though. Like a lot of things like, we'll just have it this way, and then they'll be like, oh wait, that's a good that's like actually, that. It's good that we didn't flesh that out too much, because now we can. That's a good motive. That's a lot of great storytelling is really just people floundering into like great shit by accident.
Oh yeah, 100%. People just spit shit out, and then like, it turns into great.
But like I feel like there's a lot of people that maybe they think their egos are inflated and they don't do enough rewrites. Because like when you think about like some of the best scripts ever written, and you ask them like how many times this was rewritten, and it's fucking dozens of times.
Yeah, dude, that's George R. R. Martin. Literally, that's why he's not done yet.
That's why this nigga's gonna die, and then he's
not finishing those books.
Dude, the problem with that is that if you've watched Game of Thrones, there's a fuck ton of characters.
Sure,
the book, there's way more important characters.
Of course.
And it's just like, damn, dude. It's like the thing that's good about Breaking Bad, right? Breaking Bad's main cast is 5 people.
Yeah.
Well, then there's subcast. It grows out a little bit, expands.
And then it dwindles.
Then it shrinks. Game of Thrones, it just grows.
Yeah.
And grows.
But look.
And grows.
Well, Breaking Bad's actually a really great example.
Yeah.
Like where they had no fucking idea where they were going to go with that show.
Very true.
Like they literally would intentionally write themselves into corners. just to see if like can we write ourselves out of this, like, which is a good. It's kind of a good exercise because it ends up in like a really engaging show.
How's he gonna kill this guy? I don't know.
The original script, fucking Walter White exploded when he fucking threw that shit down, and they're like, "Wait,
Yeah.
all right, we gotta back this up a little bit."
They were supposed to, they were
scene was like,
literally
huh?
they were literally going to kill Jesse. I think it's like a commonly like they were gonna
season 2, yeah.
they were gonna kill Jesse in season 1.
No,
Really?
in the first time you meet him.
What?
He's on screen.
Jesse was gonna fall
blows
out.
up.
He was gonna fall out the window when he was caught fucking that lady and break his neck and die, and that was gonna be Jesse's entire character.
He was gonna break his neck and start like drooling. He was gonna start foam drooling and then die.
This dude fucking what's his name? His real name?
Jesse Pinkman,
Yeah. So real life Jesse.
Aaron Paul.
Aaron.
I actually forgot.
That
I had
made
to,
me so mad.
I had to remember. I had to
Jesse
buffer.
Pinkman.
His name's Jesse Pinkman IRL. So Jesse Pinkman IRL, he's so excited he got the role. He's like, "Fuck yeah, dude! I'm so excited. You know, this is really gonna help my career." And then he just has one episode. He has one episode.
Yeah, but they were gonna axe him like at the season finale or something,
Really?
and then like, but
Yeah.
as they were going around, it's like he's really good, and so they just kind of kept him around.
He's not very young anymore. It's crazy.
I
He's
felt
like he's
bad
young
for
during
him.
the show,
Yeah.
and now he's like not a very young man anymore at all.
He took that Need for Speed movie immediately afterwards, and it fucking
Oh, it
ruined
flopped
everything.
so hard.
Yeah.
That sucks because apparently that movie was like, if you're into cars, that shit was like amazing. But the problem is most people aren't into cars.
Couldn't give less of a
This
fuck.
isn't the 1960s anymore. No one gives a fuck about cars.
And Fast and Furious came and gone, and Fast and Furious became action franchise, which was when I started watching.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck about cars. Like I don't care about cars at all,
my favorite
dude.
moment in Fast and Furious when the Rock flexed out of a cast and then picked up a minigun and shot a helicopter down, and then
That's Fast 7.
and then him and Vin Diesel have
That's-
like a kiss off pretty much.
Yeah, that's,
but they didn't want to admit it. They were gonna fuck each other.
Fast 7, bro.
We got a good one here from the Pipini brothers moderating the Great Space. Sween loses points. A lot of these names are cutting off, by the way. You gotta shorten them. If you could do a shitty dub of an anime or cartoon similar to the big green dub of Dragon Ball Z, what show would you do, and who would you get to voice cast in it? Much big gay love for Pride Month. That's right, it is still Pride Month.
Nice. Still Pride Month.
So, I have always wanted to do something like this. I think wasn't it a couple of years ago that we were talking about doing like an all Southern dub of Spider-Man?
Yes. Curse you, Spider-Man.
We would watch that movie and like recite the script in like a blatantly like Cletus ass accent, and just go to town on that script.
I would love.
You can't do this to me. I started this company.
You don't know how much I've sacrificed.
know how much time sacrifice? Shit.
Shit. Finish it. Dude, I
And
want to
deliver us from evil.
Oh my god. I just back messenger. Knock me down.
We're not so different, you and I. That scene where he walks up, he leans next to him, and he thumps his head. I think that scene is the most disrespectful scene from any movie I've ever
Yeah, when he hits him on, when he gives him a light
quick
pat.
doink.
Gives him a light pat on the head and it does a Fonzie lean.
Fonzie lead.
It is so good.
Hey, Richie, it slaps the fuck out of Spider-Man. Spider-Man can lift a car, and he had slapped him like that. He could have stabbed him in his jugular if he wanted. He could have like, I could kill you.
He could have done a lot of stuff, but that was the best.
I'd pull his mask off, I'd lick his face a bunch. I'm like,
But no, that would be
Stick your fingers in it.
fingers down his throat. He throws up on me. I lick it. I can do whatever I want to you right now. I can do whatever I want. You're mine.
There was that guy that we invented who was like, he would like every now and then I don't know if people at home do this, but every now and then we'll just invent a guy.
You invent characters. It's funny.
Yeah, you invent a guy.
Remember the piss drinking dad? the vat of infinite piss.
The what?
You were
Sounds amazing.
there for that.
Sounds
You were there for that. We told you to come over that week, but you were busy. It was the way we watched the movie. We should
Oh,
probably
that
do.
movie, right, yeah.
Stupid.
And that was at Nikki's, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
that was
Ben
way-
was
way
so
low.
mad because he kept shitting on the movie. He was like, "Just watch the movie."
Yeah, he
And
was
then
like trying to like actually watch it.
and then he realized it was shit, and he gave up. He was like, "Whatever."
He's like, yeah, whatever.
This guy drinks piss.
I I can't remember what that movie was called, man.
We
Because
should probably do something.
that's what it's called.
We should do something.
We should do something. You said we should probably do
I
something.
think that's better than a movie.
That's a great name for a movie. I
We
think.
should probably do something.
We should probably do something.
Maybe we should do something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we should do something. Yeah, that's
Perchance, action should be taken.
I was gonna say those exact words.
No, you weren't.
I swear on my life.
Those are such
I was gonna
specific
say
words, I don't
action
believe you.
should be taken. I was gonna say that because that's just do something in a different way.
You know what? I don't like that.
Yeah.
That implies we've spent
That you guys
too
are
much time
linked.
together.
You know, it's like you guys are finding Chinese finger traps with your penis.
We're
and
like
stuff.
brothers, only
Only close.
closer.
You guys are.
If you Chinese finger
and you
traps
got-
somebody with your dick is
And
crazy.
you guys uncut, You uncut?
Uncut? What do you mean?
Like circumcised.
uncircumcised.
You mean default?
Yeah,
Well, default.
but uncut.
No.
Damn. So now you guys can't dock. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
They cut me immediately.
They took the whole thing off. There's no hood at all.
Yeah.
It was like a worm.
I think I just fell. I think I fell out onto a blade.
That's crazy, dude.
Your dad was like, make him cry. He like, what? Make sure he cries.
My shit looks
Make sure he
wild.
cries.
My shit looks wild. You know how like they spiral cut hot dogs on the grill?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
You know-
so that's what you're working with.
That's what I'm working with.
Did it get down to your?
I'm
like,
working
your-
with that slinky.
Did it get like deep? Oh my god. Did it get down into
You
your?
got the blossom. You got the blossom thing.
I got that boing sincerely.
I got
Now,
that boy.
is your urethra intact, or did it cut into there to where
Not
you
at all.
piss out in a spiral everywhere?
No, my urethra. It's almost like a Twizzler meets a nerd's rope. You know, where it's like the urethra's still intact, but there's a spiral around
spiral in it.
it. Yeah.
That's art.
Dude, I
That's
kind of
art
want a
imitating life.
nerd's rope right now. That sounds. Oh, I'm also really hungry.
I'm quite hungry.
I'm quite famished.
Yeah,
as
Dude,
well.
it sucks. We took a little longer, and I kind of have to go somewhere, and I don't want to do an episode later on.
I actually still have, because I'm an asshole and I forgot to post my fucking.
Oh, you didn't do the.
Yeah, I had it sitting there, and I just totally forgot. I almost deleted it too by accident because I'm used to clearing out my desktop of like all the sacred recordings after I'm done with them.
What I'm planning on doing is
the extra ammo that will follow for this week will be like my solo because we're a little bit behind.
Oh, and then
sorry,
we'll use the one that I have for next week.
right.
It hasn't been posted.
We could do either or. Honestly.
okay.
It hasn't
So
been posted because I was gonna post it later.
we should put that one then because that's we teased that
and then
one,
save it.
and then I'll just have my solo one go live. Whenever.
Okay, so we can not do.
Oh, I forgot the camera's been on Sweeney this whole time.
This means
This takes some getting used to be honest.
Yeah, it's got me. First, this is your first time,
Yeah.
so it's like
I'm getting the hang of it.
my
Yeah.
plan is that I think I was gonna do a video podcast with Lillian from my house.
yeah,
Because
beat her.
That could be fun.
Just to have one for her because she hasn't done a video thing in a while.
You should beat her.
I'm not gonna beat my.
You ever see that? Like,
I'm not gonna beat her with a
you ever see
camera
that
on.
nanny cam where that dude breaks in and starts just wailing on that chick? Like he's like stealing. He's like stealing. He's fucking robbing, and he for some reason just decides to punch the shit out of this chick.
Dude, you know what's really
I
crazy?
want to get a Ring camera, but only in my room facing my bed at night when I'm watching porn.
I like that.
You know what's really crazy? What if there's an image of someone right behind, like someone like up on a ceiling while you're watching porn, and you see that the next morning, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
As long as nothing happens to me, I'm all right.
I'm not okay. Somebody being
Just
in my room
forget
when I'm
about
not
it?
around.
I'll just forget about it. It's
Yeah.
like that's a lot for me to handle.
Yeah.
If
I
I'm not
wake
gonna
up-
move. I just finished setting up this office. I'm not moving anytime soon.
If I wake up and there's someone in my room, you pretty much just like if you're not someone I know, like if you're not waking me up, you pretty much relinquish all your rights to me.
What
I'm
would
gonna do some
you do if
fuckery
you
to
what would you do if you came on a napkin in the middle of the night and then like as it flies towards the napkin you hear like a
And there's
like a Yoshi noise.
There's a Yoshi outside my window because I live
Yeah,
on the
and then
first
there's
floor.
a tongue like grabs it.
And then like, and then it like fucking.
That was
and,
a
it,
good.
and it gets an ability.
Yeah.
What ability?
What does
Yoshi
it get? What does it get? Like if you were.
It just its face becomes your face.
Oh no!
No.
Yoshi just turns into you.
That's so gross. That's
Yoshi
so
just turns
gross.
into you. That's so
The
disgusting.
idea of that happening and it pops out an egg and then it pelts an egg at you,
Help.
breaks, shatters your whole fucking side of your face. Because he throws those motherfuckers hard, bro.
Yeah, he
pitches
kills
those
motherfuckers.
eggs.
You know what I
Kills
just realized? So I think it's recording both audios from the cameras. from the
interesting.
switcher. So this is
yeah.
gonna from like a video perspective. The audio attached to the video feed on the raw file is gonna sound fucking
It's gonna
stupid.
sound awful.
That'll be the free version that you get.
It is constantly in the red.
That's what you get for not
It is
paying us. That's what you get for not
constantly
fucking paying
peaking.
us.
It is peaking so often that I actually wonder if the video will be damaged somehow. Like that's how
Damages the video.
When someone yells out loud, the video cuts
It's like,
out.
it's just fucking distorted.
Imagine clipping so hard that the video gets fucked.
Dude.
That can't happen, right?
No, I mean they're separate entirely. But it is so red, so
I'm just
consistently.
surprised that it's they're both consistent. Like, look at we're right by the from the Alpha Series camera, so I would imagine that makes sense for it to spike. This one is far away.
It's spiking
And
from
it's still
you
spiking.
talking. That's just crazy
Hey.
too.
See, like, camera one, look at how much it spikes. Hey,
Whoa! Whoa!
hey,
Hey,
Whoa.
that's offensive, bro.
hey,
That's
man,
offensive. It's
Rains
offensive.
Falls, man, that's my guy.
Stop.
Rains Falls is my guy.
That's probably my great uncle's name.
Stop.
Don't say it.
Stop, son. The white people
That's
are
my great
gonna
uncle
kill us
chuckles
all.
with minorities.
My great uncle breeds with
Arthur,
blacks.
you must.
All right,
My grandma.
That's crazy.
we'll do one more.
Arthur, stop.
Arthur, don't you fucking
I
understand?
love how they didn't give them the accent. I wish they did in the game.
Oh no, he for sure. That sounds like a real native person. 100%.
They don't. I've met native people. Some of them may sound like that. Some of them may sound like that.
No, they do. It's like
The ones I've met don't sound like that.
they're not all from the same region.
That's true.
But
That is also true as well.
It's like fucking like why we make Asian accents, Indians. I'm like, because they're in their native language, they speak a certain way, and when they speak English,
It
they
kinda transfers over.
sound. I mean, like all the stereotypes come from somewhere.
No, it's not true. Not
Wait,
true at all.
what do you
That's
mean?
not true.
Give me an
Black people
example.
do not like chicken. I like chicken more than I like pussy, bro.
fucking-
It's crazy. I like it way more than like having sex.
Dang,
Like,
that's true.
That is very true.
dang, that's true
That's
for me
true.
too.
Brother, I've been-
not for. I don't know. I don't know.
That's yes, it is. Chris, stop. You're lying to yourself. Chris, I've seen you do a little happy dance when you get gusses. Shut the fuck up.
You haven't seen
Yeah.
my sex happy dance though.
It's not as enthusiastic, I bet.
You're like that fucking. You ever see that? You ever see
You
that
did
video
a
of that
happy
dumb
dance.
bitch with the waffles, and she's doing that like that fake.
That's what I
thing?
do exactly.
Yeah, you do.
That's what I do exactly.
Right when you're about
Yeah.
to have sex, you start
With a fork and a
With
knife in
fork and
it.
knife.
And then she's like, oh, what's happening? Don't move or else I'll hurt you.
He's,
Let me finish
don't
the
move,
dance.
don't move, or I'm gonna fucking kill
I'm
you.
not kidding. I'm not kidding.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. I mean,
Someone's actually going to eat your pussy. Sorry. I'm here to eat your pussy for real. No
That's
fun.
like when bears are
I'm
eating-
here to gnaw, dude.
Bears are eating animals alive. It's like the same thing. You're just fucking
Yeah, with
lightly snacking, and she's screaming and flailing, and you're just lightly.
That was fast.
Well, I imagine that's how fast it would be if you're being cut into. You're being casually cut into, and they're like fucking Dr. Mangala and shit doing fucking experiments, and he's just casually like.
That motherfucker was the devil, bro. He
If I had to
was
give up,
humming in German while he was
He's
ripping
just, like,
people open.
he's just singing the Erica song, right?
Eyes, wait, I don't know the whole song.
okay, so
Fucking Nazi.
I'm not. See,
You are a fucking secret. You're a secret Nazi.
that's so. Me being a Nazi is so wild
That would be hilarious.
because I am so black.
That's what's so
crazy.
awesome about
I'm such a black
It's
person
possible.
that it'd be like, you're a Nazi.
I will
love
say,
that. I'd love
So
that.
if you had to give up one,
Nazi.
What are you doing?
Oh, chicken or pussy?
chicken or Nazis? Yeah.
Chicken or Nazis? Obviously chicken. The fuck not.
No,
Nazis are a spice of life, bro. What do you mean?
chicken or sex.
Sex, 100%.
You would get rid of it?
Can I still masturbate?
No, that's sex.
No, it's
What? What? Excuse
Not.
me?
No, it's not.
It would count.
It's not. It's just. It's
All right,
masturbation.
you're kind of moving the
okay,
goalposts
if
now.
I am moving the goalposts 100%.
If I can't masturbate, then I'd give up.
So no sexual stimulation is what you're saying.
You're
But I
right.
don't have the urge anymore. Do I have the urge anymore? Still no.
Yes.
Yes, of
you're
course you do.
human.
No. No.
You're already thinking about. You're already getting upset just thinking about it. Not.
You know, you know what's crazy? You know
If
what's
I,
crazy?
if I give up the urge, I'd give up the urge for free.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
I would hand
you
it
know,
off to somebody.
But you know what's crazy though? Even at that level, it's still kind of a contest. You know what I mean? Like it is still kind of a question. I feel.
I haven't said an answer yet. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like I would still be. I would be thinking if a genie asked me that question, I would stall for a really long time.
Really? Not
Yeah.
me.
I think I would.
Not
You
me.
would give a pussy?
Oh no, are we giving up pussy or chicken?
chicken,
Or
yeah.
chicken.
But I was so.
I guess at some point I would
Look,
give
you
up
see,
chicken.
you're still-
No.
still
No, if you were
tangled.
talking about the other, the goalpost moving,
Right.
like that would be like, I'll give up chicken easily. I'm not gonna, dude. I'm not gonna go feral. Like
guess
at a certain point when you stop like coming, you just go feral. You go crazy.
But here's the thing.
Or you might be the peak. You might transcend.
That's what they say.
Here's the thing about it,
But
though.
those are all the mass shooters.
true.
Wait a second.
Think about you're in your 60s and you don't care about that anymore, and now you can't have chicken either. Now you got nothing.
See, look,
You know?
I'd be upset, but like you guys like chicken. Like, I love chicken.
I love
but
chicken.
I love
really like
I
chicken.
already mentioned that my favorite dish is a bean and cheese burrito. Like me, my favorite final meal kind of a thing. Last
Right.
meal, I would do a bean and cheese burrito with fries. That's it.
If it's pizza, sex is going away, I think. For me.
I like chicken way more. I love pizza. I love pizza. I like chicken way more than I love pizza.
I love chicken for what it's done for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like
Chicken,
pizza,
rice, and vegetables is my favorite meal. Actually, not kidding. Lily's like,
Really?
why the fuck are you like if you just season some chicken with some adobo,
Yeah,
some salt, some pepper, a little bit of garlic
thing for me
powder,
is I
and then
don't
you
cum.
sear it.
It's good.
A lot of cum.
It's delicious. But the thing for me is that like pizza is like the closest food has felt to sex to me.
Really?
Yeah, like there's something about pizza that is just like so hedonistic.
Yeah.
That it's like it's bread, it's cheese, it's meat, it's sauce. It's a vegetable, but not healthy.
Right.
Like everything. Like
For me,
it is so self-indulgent.
I love pizza a lot
pretty great.
because pizza is so great. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like this might be because I'm like I'm like I have a different culture from just being an American black person.
You learn how to fucking speak.
Chill, bro. Fuck. But that was just so mean.
I want
God
the next episode to be just us hostile, like really hostile towards each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's not my energy anymore.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm
It
too
is.
nice now.
Yeah, it is.
What? Really? You think I'm hostile?
Yeah, we can get you there.
Yeah, you guys probably get me there. It'll
Yeah.
take a little while, but I'll be like,
We can do it. You got mad at me for telling you that I couldn't remember what horses were.
because that's not real.
What do you mean?
The idea is somebody be like, explain what a horse is, Chris. And you'd be like, I don't know. It's so
No, I just-
fucking crazy.
Whatever.
The gun in your face. What is a horse?
A horse.
They have wings.
They have
And he
wings.
shoots you in the fucking head.
Did we answer the question?
I don't know what the question was.
Me neither.
I would choose definitely chicken over.
Wait,
That was my question.
That was his question. What was the actual question? I'd probably choose because I don't want to go feral and kill people.
I won't kill people. I'll be fine.
Dude, there's no way. There's no way.
I don't need pussy that bad.
Until you don't have it, you can't say
That's
that.
true. Because young teenage me was
Dude.
was transforming.
Dude, I haven't had pussy
I
in
hate-
almost.
I hate the way people in
It's been
relationships
over a
talk about
month,
this shit.
brother. It's been over a month, and like I feel a little agitated. Even though like I can shoot ropes whenever I want, but like it's different.
I can sling dirt whenever I need to.
I can Danimals all over my apartment, and it's like that. So
Danimals.
don't fucking sit anywhere in my apartment. I'm just saying. No, but like
That's crazy. If I sat on cum at someone's house, I would be like, I wouldn't even make it loud. I'm like, yo, pull your side, like, yo, dude, gang, you all right?
What if they were really cool though?
No,
what
I
if
would.
they were really
I wouldn't be
cool?
mad
What
at
if
you.
what if it was like you're an idol of yours? And they were actually genuinely as cool as like even cooler than you anticipated them being. You were hanging out
I
with
wouldn't
them,
trip on them. I would be like, yo, dude, are you all right? They'd be,
and
"What's
then
wrong?"
but then like you came over their house. It's been the coolest day ever. You sit in a chair at their place, covered and caked in cum. You didn't notice because you were having such a good time. You sat down.
It's Blum.
It's blood. Blood and gut. You're so stupid.
So it's cum, and then you sit. It's like, oh, and then he goes, "My bad, man."
So, you know what I would do? Actually, if I lived anywhere near there, I would go home. Actually, my boxing shit is in my car. It's in my trunk. So I would wrap my hand, just one, put on my 4-ounce glove, come back and hit him as hard as I humanly could. Like, no joke. My rage would be surpassed to the point where I could focus and do that. I wouldn't just immediately attack them, but I would.
You know what's crazy?
That shit is-
I would, as long as they're not festerers. Because like if the cum's a wigglers and I can feel it, that's when I would transform. I would digivolve into like Murder Kingston.
That shit just. If I could see, do you think women would? Because I sometimes I think this. I'm like, you bitches are gross. Y'all just like slapping that shit up, and I'm just like, even though I appreciate it,
Like,
but I'm also
you're cool for that. But let's
I appreciate it, but I'm also in the back of my head, I'm like, ew,
Slapping that shit up? What are you talking about?
lapping that shit up.
like drinking blowge.
They just like blah, 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 you know, like
A girl tried to kiss me one time after she did that, and I actually almost hit a girl for real.
fucking headbutt.
Yeah.
That's an immediate headbutt. You just do it.
I almost like slapped her, and I was like, "Yo,
No longer with
you're
us.
very white. I would have gotten a lot of trouble."
Oh, immediately like just fucking gun barrels
listen,
when it came through the windows. Just started unloading on you.
like Looney Tunes. And it would have been a sign.
Just shoving in your face like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is man, the sign.
Uh-oh. Boom! You're gone. There's not even a trace of you left.
I would have been a memory. People would have started forgetting me.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like Kingston.
Every step
That sounds like a gay person. I can't remember him.
Every move I make.
Who's the nigga I bought all these shoes for?
Kingston is real gay because he punched some. Damn it!
Fuck.
I couldn't think of like a derogatory term for a woman that would rhyme with
Gay?
Yeah. Damn. Nothing.
Yeah, it's okay.
Only dame. Dame's close,
Dame,
but
that's
it's not. It's
fine.
not the same
That's
thing.
such an elderly word.
It is.
I'm trying to hurt a woman. I'm not gonna call him a dame.
All right.
Dame, I think respect. I'm not doing that.
All right, fair enough.
No respect.
Did we say anything? Like we gotta be better at introing the show because I keep forgetting.
We definitely didn't intro the show at all.
I feel like we didn't.
Oh,
even,
we didn't do nothing.
I feel like we didn't intro the show at all. SnarkTank.shop.
Buy our merch, or else I'll come to your house,
Patreon.
and I'll devour your dog whole.
No. Patreon.com
Yeah, just in general.
/ the Snark Tank.
No, not even.
$1 tea.
Donate
Not
to
even.
Patreon, period. Not us. Does
Patreon.com / the Snark Tank.
Patreon have a Patreon?
Who? Wait, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? I missed
That
it.
is a
Patreon-
big brain fucking question.
Does
Does
Patreon
Patreon
have a
have a
Patreon?
Patreon?
Oh, I would be really mad about that. I'd be like, you're already skimping money from the patrons.
But they're skimming themselves as well.
What does that mean? Does that mean we get paid that?
Just like
Do we get paid that
fucking
money then?
nose starts bleeding and shit. That would
Oh
be
my
so
God.
stupid. That would be the stupidest fucking thing.
Who's the highest goes to Patreon right now, you think?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, I think I knew.
It's
it.
probably a comedy podcast.
Probably like Critical Role or something.
Oh, I wonder.
They don't have a Patreon anymore.
Oh well, when they did,
Why?
I think it was
because they have their
Yeah,
own service.
Because they're fucking so big now, they don't need that shit anymore.
That's true. Because at a certain point, it is kind of like rude.
It might be Schultz. I think Schultz is making a crazy amount of
A
money
lot
on
of those
Patreon.
comedy podcasts have like they make well over $100K a month.
Yes, step it up.
Crazy.
Well, see, I'm like, that's my whole thing. I was like, okay, we're a comedy podcast,
and we're
stepping up.
funnier than them.
I actually, you know, it's really, I hate saying shit like that because I don't like talking positive. I hate whenever it's time to talk positive about myself in a way. But like, I firmly believe from all those podcasts that I've consumed, I'm like, these guys are like funny for like 10 minutes of a 2-hour podcast.
Well, I feel like. See, here's what I feel like is like we should find these comedians and we should eat them whole.
I would
And absorb their funny.
No. I just mean just eat them.
The idea of us as being on fucking Flagrant. Imagine that like one day it's us and there's a bunch of blood splatter on and like limbs on the floor. Like, hey, what's going on, guys? It's us, the Snark Tank here.
That'd
We
be crazy.
hate them.
That's insane. Like we go around to different podcasts, eat them, and then record from their set.
I would be, let's start with the Bad Friends with the Bobby Lee and
Smokey loves that show.
I'm not
Ginger.
eating Bobby Lee.
I like Bobby Lee, but that Cheeto guy, whatever. He has this
Segura or everything?
No. His name's Cheeto.
Andrew Santino.
Andrew Santino, but they call him Cheeto. Yeah. I look, man. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that persona where I'm like, oh, I'm a dick, but you know they're like cool as fuck. I can't fucking stand that. I can't stand that shit.
Works
I think
for
it
some
works for
people,
Burr.
though.
I think it works on.
I think it works for Burr.
Well,
That's
Burr,
it.
no, Burr is fucking from Boston.
Yeah.
The amount of fucking podcasts. See, you know, everybody was.
He
look in the
tears
commentary
everybody up.
community.
I love it.
People did not understand Bill Burr. So like when he went on H3's podcast the first time and like roasted the shit out of Ethan, they didn't understand. They're like, oh, this is so. There was like 1,000 commentary videos made on like this podcast was a disaster. I'm like, are you a fan of Bill Burr? Do you know how many podcasts there are literally of him destroying people because he's slightly agitated?
Do you even know what a comedian is?
Dude,
I guess is
do you know
the broader question.
They had a podcast, Bill Burr. It was called Bill Burt. Him and Burt Kreischer. Burt Kreischer brought on somebody on like it was like they were supposed to record on like
why would he?
Because
do that with him?
Because it lucrative. I'm sure it was just lucrative.
I guess.
So the thing is, the long story short, Bill Burr was slightly.
I'd rather do a show with ImAllexx.
I mean, we did.
Yeah, but like
we didn't know he was bashing his girlfriend in the head with bricks.
oh, yeah, he was doing
She
flash.
might have deserved it.
was
We don't
doing,
know
like-
the whole story. We don't know the
Well,
story.
actually, he didn't do that. He threatened a lot.
Dude, behind the scenes, I'm sure he did like a lot of flash kicks to her chin and shit. He probably fucked her up,
Can you
dude.
imagine flash kicking your fucking wife? You go down to get your charge emotion and you up kick the
You
bitch?
actually do the charge. That's the fucking
You're
crazy
turtling
thing.
the whole fight.
Do you think that
crazy.
like what's crazy, man? To bring it back to that, I just really can't get over how you would just sit there on a Discord call and just scream like that.
This is what I don't look at, man.
What scares me is that I feel like one day, if my Discord with Smokey gets revealed, or like if our texts
What did you
get
do?
revealed, because we just say each other the most insane fucking shit,
Right.
Because we both just watch people die, so it's just like.
But it's not like we're
Yeah, but
not
she's
like
not recording that shit,
abusing
though.
people.
I don't think
It's-
I
it's-
hope not. That's my best
Well,
friend.
that'd be,
I hope
that'd
they
be
betray
crazy
me
to
like
do that because it's like,
Well-
what's the intent? Like, what is the intent? You know what what is the intent? What is the intent if like they were gonna
Like the slow game. He plays the slow game.
like somebody 'cause, like and that's the thing even about that chick where Alex has been wilding out enough to where she casually been recording that shit a ton.
That's true.
And at a certain point, you're kind of like, all right, look, man, I feel bad for her, but then look at in the you know how like say victims get trapped in a relationship and stuff,
true.
but at a certain point. When this is happening so often that you're just casually recording how many out, who knows how much footage there is.
true.
This time you are so self-aware of how toxic this is. It's time to fucking leave.
Yeah, man.
So it got to that point. It got to that point where it's like it's not in the
Emotions cloud people though. Like that's just
that's
like
also
true.
true.
Of that's why we
it
were
turns-
talking.
it turns-
We were talking earlier about
feel
like
like
people
recording
getting
that shit-
angry and like fucking shooting each other.
right,
for no
but that's
reason.
not what this is. This is meta shit. You
Well,
have
no, it's
content.
It's vindictiveness now.
she
wants to burn him.
exactly.
That's what she wants.
but she's still there. It's like,
Oh no,
well,
to burn him.
nigga, you have content.
Right, but
she has
No,
content.
right, but this is like this is the process of it.
Because you can hate and love
where it's
somebody
like
at the same time. You know,
are getting to
Of
the
course.
point. You're getting to the point where it's like you're maybe in the middle where you're like kind of like I know I gotta get the fuck out of here, but like
I gotta fuck out. I'm gonna have hours of content.
it's
of
not to
this
absolve
shit.
her of any responsibility. It's just to say like
It's just look at
I know why this
people
happened.
are gonna tell me like people are gonna say like hey, you fucking victim blamer and shit. I'm like no dude, at a certain point, at a certain fucking point. I've always even when it comes to like say like because I've been in some of the worst situations you can be like in not having a job and all this stuff.
Oh yeah,
And
have you been to Vietnam?
no, my grandpa
No, I'm
was there.
sorry.
And guess what?
No, dude,
there's
I would-
less little Vietnamese kids now.
I would never disrespect.
You don't know anything.
I would never disrespect your father.
Can you
I would
imagine?
never
By the way,
disrespect your father's experiences.
can you imagine
What?
if
Imagine had to stew
PTSD,
kids.
if war PTSD could be like
Inherited.
inherited?
I mean, isn't
and
it
that would be
like a baby has like
Isn't that-
flashbacks of like the Huns generations later.
But isn't that what happened to you?
Nah.
I thought you like wake up screaming about Viet Cong.
No. That's no.
Oh, am I
That's
thinking-
trauma. It's
am I
not.
thinking- am I thinking
It's
of-
just regular
No,
trauma. It's not inherited.
Oh, so that was the modern day. You took a trip to Vietnam
No,
and
it's
modern
not,
day
you
Viet Cong
you misheard me.
terrorized
I
you.
don't
Oh.
I don't scream at night because I'm traumatized by Vietnam.
Yeah.
I said Justin Long.
was he trying to like jack you up? I don't understand.
No, I just like
What's
I
wrong
had a dream once where I was being like chased by
you know he's
something.
not Asian at all.
No, I didn't think he was.
Really?
No,
I thought he was for sure. I
Really?
thought he had a little bit of Asian.
Oh, really?
His name's Justin Long, and he looks not quite white.
Long is not a like.
Long's not. Also,
It's not.
Well, I mean, I do know some, yeah, but at the same time,
I think I actually knew
Like
somebody.
long is a Chinese
honestly-
word.
I think
honestly-
I actually knew somebody in school who was very clearly Asian in their name.
yeah, and then there was a long. You're right about that.
Long is very
It's-
Chinese.
To me, I guess it's in the same as like a Lee. Like there's clearly Asian Lees, and then there's
Right.
I know Lees that I know an Arabic Lee.
My
not Arabic.
grandma's
Ali?
Jordan. He was from Jordan.
Yeah.
my grandma's father's last name is Lee, and he's fucking Taino as shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who asked, huh?
He's fucking like he's
He looks like he would have been friends with Pocahontas.
he's fucking
Let's read the names.
he's a Care Bear.
Let's get out of here.
One that rides with Caravan.
Oh no, we gotta get out of here.
Oh yeah, we gotta get out of here because we're
shit.
we're
Bye,
fucking-
guys.
We're 2.5.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here. We're gonna read the names.
Dude, can you read all the names at once? Exactly. See you later, guys.
Wait, so do you want to read them?
Oh fuck, yeah, that's right.
Because I have to. If we.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It'll be hard to.
Runs with coons.
We can swap chairs
favorite.
every now and again.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're good.
Ready for the countdown?
Oh yeah. Well, we don't. Well, yeah, do the. Yeah, we still.
It's
need
more
to-
tradition.
Yeah,
We don't need it
You're
anymore.
right. You're 100% right.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know how to say this last name. Fun fact: Elijah timida is a form of sea slug that photosynthesize.
Ziz?
Is that? Did I read that correctly?
You did. You read
Fun
it.
fact:
You read it
Elijah
correct.
timida is a form of sea slug that photosynthesize.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. All right. Well, I like the name Elijah, but that's also because it was a band that I really like. Nancy Pelosi's tits are blotting out the sun. They are pretty fucking huge, but she should die. He Walton on my goggins till I ghoul. I like that.
Good.
Not even hitting like. What is happening? Intimately. Okay, sorry. Not even hitting like intimately. I be striking her like she a stranger, bro. Like ga.
Yeah!
Damn, dude. Vaughn of the Dead. Hey, don't look at me like that. It's crazy. Spiral 2. Spiral 2 Ripped Tights Revenge. Round Eye Asian. They're just saying shit that's fucking me up.
It's all wrong. Everything they're writing.
Illichimendrum joke that was stolen from a real actual
Wow,
AI
beautiful,
speech.
wow.
Result for, is there a gay slender character? Okay. Gerard. Phallic Baldwin, a star of 30. A lot of these are new. Are we, is this right?
I swear.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
All the, yeah, you got all the filters on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean.
All right. Just some of these I'm like, well, fucking very different.
Yeah.
I swear, where'd I leave off at?
Where I leave off at?
Did I miss some round-eyed Asian? I don't remember saying that.
You did.
Awful.
Oh, okay, I did say it.
Arthur.
All right, so Phallic Baldwin, star of 30 cocks. Stupid. No, it happened, Dutch. The Snark Tank Discord went gay. It went gay, Dutch. Or is that like Micah? I don't know. But yeah, the Discord got a little weird.
Yeah.
Carrying Chris around town as my pocket pussy. Big Elephant convincing you Tusk are real. Ares, destroy Israel and my life is yours.
Dun, dun, dun.
One sock, one shoe, one sock, one shoe. Death, pooped in a sack, call it poop sack. Fuck my chungus life. Jack the world's fattest Maori, sorry, Brow said he's learning how to make solid body electric guitars. It's something unpredictable, but it's something unpredictable, but in the end it's gay. I hope you had the femboy of your life. Yeah. Big Meaty Stinks.
Ugh.
Andy the man whose handies are now A tier, but not as dandy. Are you gay? Are you gay, son? Are you gay for me? I love that shit so much. I keep thinking about
Even Lily likes it now. She says it.
it. I'm out of here. I'm not hanging out with a couple of queers.
I'm not gay.
It's not me, it's just him. I love it so much. Nice try. How do I say that? Tyrese? I feel like I'm turning to Sweeney or something.
Damn.
Like some of these names, I'm just not understanding. Tears, nice hard Tears. Charles Clerk, you dumbass. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. Heat Smoker, Gids, the weight of my shit pantsing me.
That is crazy. That is insane.
It's that
The
heavy.
weight of my shit.
You got a
Pantsing
heavy
you.
set poop right
That's
there,
a lot
dog.
of shit, bro.
And you got a tight ass belt on too. And that shit's still falling.
That's okay. That's crazy. Living on borrowed cum, my ass drips faster. Ooh is ooh. The one Always Sunny episode with P. Diddy in it. Is
He
there?
is in one of them, yeah.
Is he? I don't remember.
He's in one of the ones where they go to like a fucking random art show in like someme's apartment and P. Diddy's there.
And he's like
It's
beating the fuck out of some chick.
he's beating the fuck out of Cassie and holding Wale over the fucking banister.
At the same time, holding it and punching this bitch.
He's strong as shit
Dude,
too. He's moving Wale around like he means nothing. Fucking 200-pound man.
Yeah, and he's like it's a fucking like it's a jump rope. He's just
He's slamming on the floor. He's trying to unravel a fucking towel.
dude, I'd be terrified. Why is he so strong? He doesn't look that strong.
Although he's gotten killed, he absorbed their strength.
I'm Christopher, and I want Kingston's stinky farts. Mounting a red dot sight to my cock. Nice. The chosen come. One of my lectures got cucked by the lead singer of the Pixies. Ben Shapiro moans when his finger goes through the toilet paper. Mr. Pants. A baby with shaken baby and fetal alcohol syndrome could give Marjorie Green lobotomy would make her smarter.
Can you give Marjorie Green a lobotomy? I'm guessing they meant to say.
Yeah, could give Marjorie Green a lobotomy would.
Who's
yeah,
that again?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking dude. She looks like a fucking one of the Titans from Attack on Titan. She looks like the cart Titan.
Oh, that white girl. That,
Yeah.
That white conservative girl.
and she has like
shit.
beady eyes and they're really close together.
Oh my god, I hate that bitch, bro.
She's dude.
Bitch, die.
Dude, all the new wave of Congress people that are coming in, like Gates, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor. Dude, Matt Gates flew a fucking minor and fucked her, and so he had like he's
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What happened to the hot politicians, bro?
Lauren Boebert's okay. She's just a slut. She's awesome though.
What happened
like,
to fucking
you see her?
hot
She was
ones?
like jacking some dude off in Beetlejuice. Like,
I saw that.
shit
You
was-
sent me that video, and I
That
was
shit-
like, "This bitch is really."
Dude, she was getting down, dude. She was watching, like, who gets horny watching Beetlejuice?
Obviously, me. Duh. I like the
Okay.
sandworm part.
Fair, yeah. Well,
Makes
I do want to fuck the sandworms. That's
Makes
true.
my dick real hard.
That's very true. You're right. Ball of the first sin, Spumbafutters, letting a venomous snake bite my balls so that I can poison my bitch with my toxic cum later tonight.
That's crazy.
Jolly old dipshit. Slapstick Spider-Man
crazy.
starring Michael J. Fox as Peter Parkinson. Peter Parkinson is fucked up. Michael J. Fox, Peter Parkinson.
They can't catch him. Dude, Doc Ock is like, I don't know where the fuck he's going to turn, where he's at.
Parker. Unpredictable.
May that low drip and splatter,
Butterfingers.
cinnagraph, fiberglass, fleshlight prank, oxymoronic diatribe, don't hurt yourself, nigga. Go ahead and sound it out. Hunter Dubois orcs are sween coded. Hunter Dubois, who cares? Derek, get a glass. He's squirting, yelled Chris while he held down Sween with all his might. Tom, our lord. Bo Budden brutally beating Bo Biden Biff a bifle ball bat.
With a biffle ball
And
bat.
Biffle, sorry. Biffle ball bat. Excuse me.
Surprised Bo Burnham wasn't in there.
Right. And a big old huge massive gay hard on too. Yeah, I kind of dropped the ball at the end right there.
Yeah, you had a nice alliteration and you fucking squirted yourself to death.
Yeah. Lily's asparagus binging piss dealer. You must go to the bodega system. Oops, I grew tits. Guess I'm a woman now. Sexually infectious rectum. Donald Trump burping on Dom's click. A French man ate a plane. Google it and discuss. Max Silhouette. Bend my dick. Come in her snatch. That's stupid. She pipkin on my pippa. Possum. Sweeney showers and sneakers. Play.
So insane.
Play like a dragon, infinite wealth, you bitches. Insisting that Browl is a stand-up guy. Yeah, he is. Looking out my window, biting my lip while the door dasher delivers my order. He's not safe. Just the hard R, Star Coffee. Rip the digital hookah. Now I'm getting molested on the set of Embryonic Sheldon. In the song Jada, Drake said Georgia Smith was old enough, but she's still a baby in 2018. She was about 21 and and it cuts off. So there you go. My son froze to death in the waste of Ohio, going homeless to pay you fucks. And now, wait, it cuts off. Dude, now his memorial. Oh no, it almost cuts off. Memorial. And now, Jesus Christ, and this is now his memorial. Rip John. Transfem Gremlin exposing people with the lactose intolerant to 90 million roentgens of ionizing radiation. Yoosh. Crave the Canadian. Because every time we come, I lick the penis. And every time we jizz, it pulls in my mouth. Can't you see my cock's hard? Yeah, it's your boy, Shawnee D. I never thought it would be so homo gay. I never thought I'd be homo gay. I never thought I'd be so homo gay. I found a way. Homo gay.
I found a gay. I found a gay.
That's a new one. I've never heard of.
You open up your thighs.
Your thighs?
I put my penis inside. It's gonna take some time to
fuck some guys. But if you look inside,
I'm definitely not just bi. Ooh, I'll be just stroking and blowing and loading.
Hug Sheldon, Agent 47, attempting to jack off Richard Nixon to completion and failing and awkwardly leaving the dinner table. 3XO wishing Taylor Swift a very Selena fan encounter. What?
Oh gosh, I should get killed.
Oh, okay.
That's so crazy.
George Lucas firing an RPG at the Goodyear blimp because it rhymes. Woke is so 2023. We're all about that DEI. Oh my God.
DEI.
I need food, dude. I'm fucked up. DEI
dude, I'm
now.
hungry as fuck too.
Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. The Motocon's going like this. Drip MH checking if Derek started One Piece yet. What? Did I say I was going to start One Piece?
You did.
Jesus. Why did I say that?
Why do I like that? What am I lying for?
I did say that. It is coming back to me. Like,
you should watch it.
Dude, I didn't, if the series has too many episodes, I'm like, bro, I'm not going to finish it. It's kind of like, say, Bleach. My friend really tried to get me to Bleach, and I'm like, bro, there was already hundreds of episodes at the point, and I'm like, I can't.
I've been watching One Piece for so long that if I give up on it, I feel like I wasted time.
There's over 1,000 episodes.
Bro, there's over 1,300 manga.
Like, what the fuck really? The ship has sailed. The ship has fucking sailed. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be background noise forever. It's going to be background noise while I'm fucking. Like, I'm not actually going to watch it. You know what I mean?
I'm fucking.
Like, it's just, there's no chance I'm going to be able to watch that whole thing, man. Anyway, Kalulu's parents, who's that? It looks like one of my sub teachers.
I don't know.
It's like Nigel Thornberry, but also like American.
I was trying to. Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's.
I was trying to draw Larry David.
Kalulu's parents sending him to Jeffrey Epstein Island for having cancer. American outlaw Winslow, the cream corn kid, Bliggers did 9/11. I said Biggers at first.
All right.
Biggers.
Yeah, Bliggers did 9/11. Obi, won't you blow me? Norwegian gay dev.
I like this.
Now developing Piss Quest featuring Lillian Sween. Kremlin the Gremlin. Lord Bartholomew Handjob Adventure of Anal Sex. I'm gonna steal your bones. Sween looks like he was being questioned in person. Come. Are you ready, Shadow Man? Thanks, Derek, for putting me into death. Oh, the punk band.
Can I say something real quick?
What's up?
It's getting really annoying on Instagram and all these other fucking sites.
Yeah.
Where, like, I follow pages. There's this one called Find Good Japan Songs. It's literally, it used to be just, like, clips of, like, you know, really obscure, like, pop music from Japan that we might not hear in the States. And now it's just, like, fucking porn. Like, straight up. Like, 3 in a row of just OnlyFans promotions.
Send me that page, but yeah, that's crazy.
You know what's weird about that?
This is okay. Everything.
It's ridiculous.
It was like, what is the benefit of that?
I
wait
don't
a minute,
know.
Wait. Go back on that one.
You saw what you thought you saw.
No, wait.
Yeah.
No, for real?
Yeah. And I'm just like,
there's straight up porn on.
and I'm just like,
yeah.
dude, I just wanted to hear some Japanese music actually.
Yeah. What?
The amount of porn that's on Twitter now, his likes got hidden.
That's Instagram.
Yeah, but no, Twitter's
Oh,
porn.
Twitter's
Been bad.
No, but it's
well,
worse
now it's unashamed. Now it's like you can.
When people like it, it'll get suggested to their friends still.
Right, it'll
But
show
now
up.
you'll see a ton of porn. People are liking porn out the ass, including me.
Well-
Including me. I'm doing this to you guys.
Well, it'll look at so what'll
Just
happen.
bookmark it like a normal person.
I do, but I also like it.
That's crazy.
Well, now you can like it, except for
I want
think-
them to get notified. More
so
likes.
If there's only a little bit of likes, I think you can still get exposed. Because I think can you look at the like list on the
Not anymore. No.
not anymore? Oh, okay, never mind.
It's
I guess
gone.
not. Okay. Well, then yeah, I guess everybody's in
so
the
I'm
clear.
wilding the fuck out, bro. I'm like in so
I've
much
just
gay
never
porn,
been. I've
it's
never
crazy.
been a.
It's insane, bro.
Just support your dude. There was so many for a minute. There was a bunch of gay porn counts that followed me when I posted that MK1 mod of Garrus. Because basically it was Garrus sexually
Yeah.
assaulting Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I modded him to have this huge penis. And then
Why does he have that move?
that move is because the funny thing about that move, he's actually hitting you with his chest, but you don't pay attention to his chest. So if you look at him, he goes like this, but he's also humping at the same time. So everyone's focusing on his package.
Larry David.
David.
Oh, okay.
That's what an Arabic man would think Larry David looks like in real life.
But yeah, shout out to the person that
I
got
got
into
it.
Death to Punk Band. Good on you. Derek and Sween should do an extra ammo after each episode of House of the Dragons.
Are you watching it? You watched it?
I haven't watched it not yet.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Dude, I've just been building furniture and shit. I haven't.
Come over this weekend. We're gonna watch both episodes. On
I'll
the guy's house.
look. Maybe look. I'm not because like I know you've been saying like you've been having like people. I've been building furniture and just dealing with the house that like I just kind of I'm like I don't want to.
No, I feel you're tired by the end of the day.
So I'll see. When did you say?
This weekend we're going to
This
watch
weekend.
it. Yeah.
Okay. The second episode or the first?
Yeah, we're gonna watch both.
Oh, okay.
Because I watched the first episode already, but we haven't watched it with like Ben and everybody.
Okay. You guys are okay. Okay, you guys do like okay.
We do like a proper party for
Okay,
it.
gotcha. Okay. Wage Slave 583, let me finish this. A sad guy from Michigan, Papini Bros moderating the great space. Sween loses points for not knowing the term sphere. Donkerson.
Double dome.
The night before Christmas, listen to Hit My Spot by Your Pretty Hands. You're Pretty. Hands down, one of the best original gay songs I've ever heard. You got to pay the trolls toll to get the boys whole. Gauge 6. Bank account reads minus 102, 102.33, but Chris is still reading my name, so who's really winning here? Facts. PP, no one told me I wasn't supposed to grab the clit and crank it like a pepper grinder. Damn.
Whoa.
Rip 3 vertical screens era. We hardly knew ye. July 10, 2023 to June 10, 2024. Non-binary Cajun. Me fishy. Speaking incantations to the pussy. Call that a spirit box. Nice. Frieza calling Black Saiyans the N-word, of course. Al Carper bombed the Gaza Strip for a quarter. John Strickland, my partner, snapped the chair legs off my Chris Reagan U2s, then proceeded to tear off my legs in self-defense. Mercs, 1889. She wanted me to open up. She wanted me to open up to her, so I gave into her thoughts and no. Oh my God, dude. I think I need like food. I think I'm like. She wanted me to open up to her. So I gave her 2 in the thoughts and 1 in the prayers. That's stupid. The first church of Keith David, the new format makes it easier to jack off to. So to the shit. Second church of Keith David featuring, oh my God, featuring being better than the first church of Keith David. Pre-Roz, Poopcock Richard, Blake 896, Eminem scrambling to write something after Jason Alexander left him. FYI, it's been almost a year and Mama JF still missing. Chris trying to read like pa. The third urethra is for kidney stones. Alaskan oil full of trash. Texas tater salad. Young Sheldon shot 15 times during a drive-by. Sue Hulk, tickle my ass hairs. Nikki Ziggy, ghost of Mama JF. Yeah, she definitely did. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly brave, hugger Derek, duck hunt, the vegan necromancer. I got consent.
That is the most
Ew,
disgusting.
who's that?
I don't know.
It's like an Oni man.
I feel like that's what like
cat way.
It's the most disturbing
Yeah, it
thing
kinda
I've
is,
drunk.
dude.
I'm gonna stop.
Ethereum, Brazilian punter. Nephro. What the fuck did I just do? Okay. Nafram, Melphis finally rehabilitated him back to the saddle with 2 functioning hands, and Jesus Christ, finally, the king of haphazard. Jeez, man. My voice almost gave out.
It's not easy, man.
I saw a video just now of a puppy that went stiff sometimes.
It's annoying.
I wasn't prepared for it. I need an allergy pill. I'm trying not to
I would have
sniff.
read it if
No, it's fine. I thought I was going to be fine. Apparently, I read like almost as bad as Sweeney. It was fucking crazy.
Ow! Don't put me here.
Well, you're fucking blind.
Yeah, true, but still.
Yeah. I just don't know why you just do it. That's so stupid.
I like it. I feel like I'm a ninja. I feel like I'm Kenshi.
You feel like you're. That's,
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
fucking turn it off. Turn it off.
I'm hungry.
Turn it off. He feels like he's Kenshi. That's so stupid.
Bye, everybody.
Somebody stabs your eyes like fucking MK1.
Dog, this shit's so stupid. Fuck you guys. Fuck you.
Jesus Christ.